Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just hanging out over on StockTwix here briefly, seeing what people are saying. It's going to be an exciting day. We've got SPAQ vote went through yesterday, so I'm excited to see what that does. Down a little pre-market here, but I'm excited to see with the official announcement at some point today. I'm going to go head over and check out Edgar here. See if they have any new filings in. They do have a new 8K in. So I will probably be breaking that down today. I'm going to stick around for a while today, guys, probably till about 1 o'clock, because I wasn't here yesterday. I want to kind of hang out with you guys for a bit. So that's what we are going to do, hang out till 1 o'clock, just past lunch. We'll do some breakdown of these filings.
We're going to get through this together. I promise you we will get through this together. Somehow, some way, fail, it's fine. It's just a pumpkin.
Do. Okay, what else we got going on in the news? We've got a bunch of stuff watching today. Waiter could potentially be today. There's a bunch of different people saying different things. Or not Waiter, ACRX. ACRX earnings could actually be tonight. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? There are some places that saying earnings could be this evening. Now, I'm not seeing that here. I'm not seeing that on their website. I'm trying to find the source that is saying that the Waiter or that the ACRX earnings are tonight. There was somebody who asked me if that's what's expected. I have not seen anything to indicate that that's when it's happening. TradeView? Where do you see the date of earnings here on TradeView? Ooh, Chainmail, 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, Chainmail. Greatly appreciate it. Raining blood by. How about it's raining tendies? It's raining tendies. I don't see anywhere here on TradeView that says when it's supposed to drop its earnings. California fires, chainmail? Yeah, I don't see the next earnings date anywhere here. Maybe I'm missing it. Thank you, people love. I'm not seeing it here either. These are ideas at the top. Ideas today, upcoming earnings. Okay, cool. So they're the only ones saying that. If I head over to Yahoo Finance, see if we can find a potential earnings date on this. Morning, morning, morning. What's up, Burning Fire? Earnings. Not seeing a date here for earnings on Yahoo Finance. I know that here on Stock Twit or Seeking Alpha, it's got it for the 11th of November. So it's kind of all over the place here, guys. How much do you think SPAC will run? I don't think we're there yet. I think it'll morning. I in my mind, guys, it has to be the ticker change. You got to wait for the ticker change, and we don't even have an official confirmation yet from SPAC. We do have the 8K filing that's there and the 10Q. So there's a 10Q here. For us to review. So I'm gonna go through these today, just kind of get a bit of a feel for what we're looking at. Cash on hand being realistic. You should clean that border. White square looks ugly. Yeah. If you're on dark mode, yeah, yeah. On the white mode, you can't even see it, but on the dark mode, yeah, you're right. I could probably clean that up and just make it a PNG. But you know how quick I am to actually do things on improving the stream. It does look ugly though. Biopig, biopig, biopig. Bro, I'm in white mode. Comes with privilege, right? That's a joke for anybody that's new and doesn't know the stream. That's a joke. I do apologize for being a white cis male. It's all my fault. Uh, investing.com ACRX earnings. Does this say today too? Earnings, latest release October 29th. Okay, I mean, what does ACRX have to say? I'm not in Pinterest. No, I was bullish on it, but I didn't have funds to get into it, unfortunately. So he's a too bad. He's a too bad for me. Let's go here and see. Yeah, the site that their website themselves doesn't say anything regarding when we can expect their earnings. Upcoming events, there's nothing here. So yeah, it's still a bit of a coin toss. It is possible that these like sites, investing.com, TradingView are pulling from the same thing. Yeah, so investing.com and TradingView are very, very similar. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, that it ran 30% or 25%, 30% is nuts. But yeah, I know in Martini's Discord there, we've had long conversations regarding Pinterest, and I've been bullish on it. I think it's a very, very strong stock for sure. So Um, no, Pepe hands. Not like this, man. Not like this. Am I eyeing any women's health companies? No, not currently. Mattel's going to be my play, I think, with Fisher Price. I think Mattel's going to be the play. Do I have an ETA on it? I have a guess. It's not an ETA. My guess would be that they filed the. It looks like they filed their 8K, so I expect we hear an announcement today, and the name change probably happens Monday. In my opinion, that's completely my opinion. And now's a great time, guys, to drop the disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I know broadcasting live on Twitch is pretty crazy, and it makes it seem like we might be a professional. However, that is not the case. I am not a professional. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not take any financial advice from me whatsoever, in the least, none whatsoever. What you hear from me on this channel is supposed to be educational. I'm trying to teach you guys how I look into stocks, how I learn, how I grow, so that you then go out and know how to learn and grow yourselves and make your own informed decisions as investors instead of YOLOing into oblivion. Okay, so oh, Keck, Nokia's space cell phones aren't saving them, huh? This is actually for an upcoming conference that I was supposed to speak at, but has been delayed until next year. So I just like rocking a pink shirt. You know what I mean? Yummy, yummy, yummy. Ooh, Cybot for 6 months. You know I'm a boomer. You know it. I wear it with pride. Um, yeah, there's nobody on the moon. Nobody on the moon. I guess you could call the space station. Yo, space station, what's happening? Stop calling. We don't want to hear from you no more. Cosmonauts cannot take any more. Yeah, so if ACRX earnings are tonight, fantastic. I'm ready to roll. I've got a position in them. I'm prepped and ready. If they're not tonight, oh well, I don't care. Like it's a waiting game for me. I'm probably gonna go run downstairs and grab a coffee real quick here, guys. I guess what I'll do is I'll open marbles first, and that way anybody that's here can go ahead and get in on the marbles round, guys. If you win marbles, you do pick the stock that we watch heading into the market. So um, be prepped for that. Just gonna load up the screen here. Okay, connecting to Twitch chat. Perfect. Race. What's it gonna be today? Let's see. Let's go with game capture. So you guys should be able to see this. Yeah, okay. Let's go with let's do the discombobulating dimensional drop. Discombobulating dimensional drop, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back with the coffee. We will run this. Winner gets to pick the stock we watch going in. Don't go anywhere. Hold on tight. I am here till 1 o'clock today, guys. I'm going to hang out with you a little bit longer. Just because I wasn't here yesterday, I want to make it up to you, okay? So let's do it. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, hopefully everybody's in here. Oh, there they are. I was like, where is everybody? There they are. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's in. There's a bunch of crap in the way. We got dices. We've got boosts. We've got. Oh, somebody's. Oh, chainmail's already way ahead. Look at that. Chainmail wants it today. Oh, Jonos is back. What's up, Jonos? Jonos, giving him a run for his money. Look at this. Look at this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The dice. The dice of doom. Everybody's got a chance to get back in. This Euro's coming in strong. Eric's going to try to sneak around the side. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Here we go. Chainmail still in the lead. Interesting. Euro's getting cucked by those dice there. Everybody's back in it. Here we go. Chainmail. Jonos fighting for the lead. Let's see it. Round and round we go. Nerdy Worm just sneaking ahead of the pack like I got this, boys. Hold my beer. Hold my beer. Nerdy Town. Nerdy Worm. Nerdy Worm. I'm stuck. Game is bugged. And there goes Millennial. Yeah, Millennial just died. Yeah, because Millennial's a boomer. He doesn't understand how to marbles. Bloody Millennial. Here we go, guys. Nerdy Worm. I did just have an idea, guys, for something I want to try as far as developing a strategy based off of social media and success. Stocks to watch is a trending hashtag on Twitter, guys, that often runs pretty much all day. What I want to do is take a look at the top 3 running stocks for the past 2 weeks for each date, and then I want to break down social media tweets that called out those stocks as stocks to watch the day before they popped, and see if I can't find somebody who consistently calls that out. Know what I mean? Nerdy Worm, I think he's got it. I don't see any way that he doesn't take this. Unless he hits a boost and pops off the side here, I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Nerdy Worm. Nerdy Worm. Nerdy Worm takes the win. Nerdy Worm, it's up to you, sir. Which ticker do you want us to watch as we head in to the market today? Do 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 do. Space. We're gonna watch some space today, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a little while on space. We're still waiting on news from them, but we will wait and see what they do pre-market today. So, like I said, we are going to develop a strategy. We do have some SEC filings for SPAQ to read through today, so I will do that when the market starts to die down. Out the gate, we'll take a look at this. We'll watch the portfolio. We'll see how the options are doing. We'll take a look at any of the earnings that really caught my eye. Not to say that there's a ton of stuff, but there was some stuff there. ACRX apparently might have earnings pre-market or aftermarket today, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Can we look into pins? Absolutely, we can take a look at pins. I can give you guys my breakdown on what my thoughts are on Pinterest and why it did what it did. I have my own opinions on Pinterest as far as a digital marketing consultant. That's what I do professionally. I was extremely bullish on pins heading into its earnings. It did not let me down. So yeah, I have looked at the Investopedia paper money games. I don't like them though. Hi, you're live on stream. All right, bye. No, I was talking to my wife here. She called. She always forgets that I go live on stream, and that's like, you're live, by the way. So whatever you say, everybody can hear.
Oh, I didn't even hear her talk on stream. I have you open in the background.
Oh, really? Okay, well maybe RTX just sorts that out. Yeah. Okay, chainmail. Yeah, I operate more on my strategies around FA and social media, so I'm more excited about trying to come up with something around that. I guess you could do something around Investopedia. My problem with paper trading, guys, is there's no skin in the game. You lose a major part of the psychology around trading. So, um, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. U.S. military isn't until the end of the month, guys. So election first, then military budget approval. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that, which is fantastic. I'd love that. Yeah, I mean, I took a couple $100 on it, and I moved that money into SPAC, and then hopefully I can move SPAC back into space before she goes. That's kind of the thought process that I've got on that in a big way. Um, just trying to watch the news here, see if there's any. Okay, there's the bell, guys. No hair. End of next month. Military budget approval has to happen under the new presidency for sure. All right, here's space at the gate. 1772. Nice little jump pre-market here. Oh, Amelia, Violette, and Baptin Kojo. Thank you for the follow, guys. Much appreciated. We are just going to watch space here for the first couple of minutes, see how it does it. It's looking kind of bullish today, surprisingly. How's the market as a whole doing here? Spy. Spy's green at the gate. I don't know if we can hold that, but it's green at the gate. There's Calla there. ETM's doing well. Well, there's a lot more green here than there was yesterday. It was a massive board of green yesterday. Heat map. Yeah, even this. This was a sheet of red yesterday. Ford is up 6.5%. What? Interesting. Twitter 6, Apple 1.3. Pinterest 30. Not seeing anything else that I recognize here, but yeah, yesterday was not so tasty feeling. My portfolio is up 1%. It's down 10 on the week, but that's from moving space out of win over into SPAC. I also added 700 shares of Waiter on the dip. I'm very, very bullish on Waiter. Holy crap. That's probably the fastest we have ever hit 100 messages on Restream. It's only 9:30 in the morning and we're already there. My goodness, that was quick. All right. Space is looking like it's just going to hold kind of this. Look at that red dick of doom on that. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, guys, I'm pretty stoked. You guys have been amazing over the past couple of weeks here where we've been putting more time into the market open. I know that I stopped doing the 4:30 a.m. thing. Sorry, I miss you guys in Europe, but I just don't have it in me right now. For those of you that are newer to the channel, I do have PTSD, so my nights get a little bit harder as we head into the holiday season. I tend to get a little bit worse as we go there. So by 9 in the morning, I'm usually okay to go, but 4:30 in the morning just isn't going to happen when I'm running on like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of sleep. So I might go back to that early morning stream as well in the new year, but for right now, guys, this is what we're going to be doing. Is that 9:30 thing? So yeah, that's exactly it. But to all of you guys that have been here, following, subscribing, channel's been taking off in a big way, guys. Somebody was mentioning that I was even able to make top stream in the stocks and bonds, which I mean it's not a huge category, but I think it's pretty cool. That's not bad. I'll take that for sure. Um, morning. Where are we right now? Stocks and bonds. I am number 3. Number 3. Wah wah. Which is all good. That's fine. Stocks and bondage? What? 50 Shades of okay. All right, so space is showing a little bit of love. At least it's green today instead of red. Oh, something. ACRX is down. I don't think ACRX has earnings today. I think that was a misread. I think people just sold to take a little bit of profit. I'm still green on it. I'm okay just leaving it. Same thing with Wader. I'm okay with just leaving it. It kind of ended up that it was it's a risky play. It's a risky play, and we knew this. We knew this. We knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to be a thing. It is up today a little bit. For those of you that don't know, one of the sites that I love to go check out. Frig, yeah, the ACRX. My ACRX calls are not doing so hot right now, but we'll see. No, risky for SPAQ. Space is okay. Space is just waiting on the news. SPAQ is risky. SPAC has some serious risk. There is the possibility of dilution in a very serious way on it. So play with caution as always. For those of you that don't know about this site, I'm kind of a fan of it. Stock Twits, guys. Stock Twits. This is literally like a social media site for retail traders. I know people like Wall Street Bets and whatever else, but this site here essentially gives you a quick breakdown of stock performance. It lets you know how people are talking about it, what they're saying about it, message volume on something, and then you can actually see commentary on the fly from people that are either trading the stock or interested in the stock. For me, who trades largely on macro psychology, so market psychology as well as FA, this site is very useful for me in that I can see based off of what I see happening here, kind of the sentiment of the retail traders towards what's happening. So what you can see is the message volume is slightly down. There's a bearish sentiment on SPAC at the moment, which for me is great because that tells me that retailers have fear. And when retailers have fear, it's a great time to get greedy in my mind. SPY still green? No, SPY went red. SPY went red. DGLY came down a little bit from yesterday's high. Wader back down. But CGC is up. I've been waiting for this thing to fall. I think if Trump wins the election, guys, CGC is gonna just plummet, which is something that I want to look at. Let's look at the Trump betting. Trump odds. Yeah, this is not. 258 million was spent gambling between Trump and Hillary. As of Monday, the 26th of October, the betting service had already received 215 million. They're predicting they're going to see $400 million in bets. Who is this? Was this somebody specific? Yeah, so they're expecting to see nearly double. Come in. You guys didn't do your sword practice yet.
Oh, no.
So, coats, boots, go outside and do your sword practice when Charlie's done. Until then, you can read or do math. We've got 8 kids, guys. I homeschool. My wife is out doing some stuff today, so I've got 2 of the kids home. So they'll be popping in and out getting homeschool instructions as I'm doing the market here. 2020 U.S. presidential election winner. Yeah, my kids do broadsorting. My kids do professional broadsorting. My son does boxing and broadsorting. Yeah, yeah. They're before COVID, they were lined up to start into competitive broadsorting, but with COVID, competitive broadsorting isn't happening at the moment. But next year, we actually have we have Canada's largest Highland Games that's held about 2 or 3 miles off the street here. So massive Highland Games. So my kids get to do broadsorting there. Yeah, it's going to be it's fun. I'm excited for them. Okay, so again, guys, what's interesting here is the odds from the casinos are currently favoring Biden, but the bets, and this is why this is so important, guys. You have to remember the casinos setting the odds are not indicative of what the mentality of the voter is, right? The voters are the people gambling, and look at what people are betting on. 55.5 people are betting that Trump wins. 28% are voting Biden. There's 8% that think that Kamala Harris is going to become the president, and 3% think that Kanye West is going to take it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. People are losing their minds on the SPY. Let's see what it's doing. Pins is still cruising. SPY down. Tonight's a big night, guys. I think if you can get, and again, not financial advice. In my opinion, we have Google, Facebook. There's another big one. Google, Facebook. There's a third one. Apple, maybe? Yeah, Google, Facebook, Apple. Google, Facebook, Apple report tonight. Expect them all to do really freaking well. And when those 3 do really well, expect the market to respond in kind. I think tomorrow we see a green day. So in my mind, when I see this go down, this is a buy the dip day. Yeah, Pins is keeping it. Pins is keeping it. Now, if I was in Pinterest, I would be exiting. I would be out. I would have a first 15-minute rule. I would take whatever it did. It did this. That's great. I would be out. At 68, I would be a happy man. I would take my winnings and I would go. SPAC's still green. Space is still green, even though the SPY's down. That's looking tasty. I'm liking it. Pull a third of it. I honestly don't think it goes much beyond that. We're seeing diminishing volume here now. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. The market's red, so there's not a lot else that's going on that's looking really solid. It's oh man, look at this. It does not want to stop. Are we going to go down to 324? Really? Note, guys. My goodness, it's just going to keep going. You're a wiser man than I. You would have made more than me, for sure. For sure. That's kind of nutty. Look at that. My goodness. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Okay, let's go to the scanner, see what else is running. Pola is running today. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Space is looking strong, guys. That's a great day for space. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Space watch list. Good morning. Space. November 20th, 25 by at 48. No, I'm not going to give it to me. All right. I'll take a space call. I'll take a space call for November 20th. Yeah, for sure. Space is SPAC is just going to float sideways. It might go up to that $10 mark, but I think it's a sideways tilt until we get confirmation. Until we get that confirmation. All right. Let us see what is going on. Oh, AT&T's throwing their hat in that 5G market with IBM. GXO, what's up? What's up? Not seeing anything super crazy here. Gonna check to see if ACRX has any. Okay. Zax is reporting that ACRX may report negative earnings. Nope, nobody knows. Goofroof, nobody knows when ACRX earnings are. Nobody. Nobody. There are trading views claiming it's tonight. There's nothing on their website as an official claim this is when it's happening. And Seeking Alpha has them as of the 11th of November. So, and that's an estimate. So, nope, nobody knows. Zach's here is saying that it seems that it could not do as well. Revenues are expected to be 6.15 million. I'm not sure where they're getting that number. Nope. So here's what we're gonna do, boys. Crevis and Yumi Oichi, whoever you are, I do this for lols, guys. I don't care about views. I don't care about the number of fake viewers you pump into channels. But what I do care about is you guys spamming crap Russian links like that. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna just give you guys the old timeout. We're gonna purge this crap. Give you boys the good old timeout. Uh, Kindly take that crap and spam it elsewhere. How about that? Yeah? Yeah, cool. Perfect. Bruh. I exited my space and put it into SPAQ. And I will get back in. I'm reading the ACRX news. I'm reading what Zax has to say about it. So what's interesting here from the Zax article, guys, is it's saying revenues are expected to be 6.15 million, up 900%. Those are not for time out. Those are for banning. Oh well, they were robots anyway, right? So it's not gonna matter. Let's be real. Let's be real. Who actually wants robo viewers? It drives me nuts when I go into a stream and I see that they've got, got 12,000 people watching. There's two people talking in chat, and one of them is the streamer. Like, okay, man, congrats, you win. You paid a robot to show up and watch you do what you're doing. Like, get out of here. Sense. What a lame way to grow a community. Well, I mean, what they're saying is that they think that they could miss. Um, they think that they're going to miss on revenue. For me, guys, though, yeah, that's not how I want to do that, man. I mean, almost 1 million views on this channel, and not once did I have to use a spam fake viewer bot to get there. I think you work with integrity and you build a real community of real folks like you find folks. That goes a lot further than you trying to spam robo viewers into things. Right. So this is my issue with this line here. Revenues are expected to be 6.15 million, up 900% year over year. Okay. If I head here, and let's go to ACRX earnings. What I see here as the estimate is 2.83. 2.83 million. And Zax is saying 6. If I go to Earnings Whisper, I have no idea. Okay, so here's a 6.15 million consensus from Earnings Whisper as well, though. That is here. But they've got November 11th, not today. So crap's kind of all over the place with this. An official consensus does not seem to have been reached. Let's go to tip ranks. How's that old public profile doing? It's probably not doing so hot. Oh, crap, I forgot to move things around yesterday. This is gone. This is, I added to this. So I have 815 shares at 1109. Okay. And then waiter, I added, it's now 1,700 shares at 318 average. Are you recording? Do you think we have a big leg down tomorrow, Fang earning and also no, I think we see it spike. I think we see it go up. Yeah, Seeking Alpha's drunk, for sure. Are you recording? What do you mean recording? Yeah, ETM is looking really nice where it is. Waiter's looking really great where it is. ACRX is looking really great where it is. I'm pretty happy with all those. You're drunk too, you don't know. Okay, so let's go here. ACRX. Again, guys, Evan Seigerman and Credit Suisse, they can just go jump off a take a long leap off a short bridge, if you know what I mean. 84 cents sell rating on this from Credit Suisse. Bone this guy. He's nuts. He is nuts. Just out to lunch. Nutty. But the rest of them, 5, 7, 9, these are reasonable, I think. But an 84 cent, I don't know how you see this going down. Pick a ticker. Pick a ticker. ETM. Okay, I will definitely do ETM right now. Okay, so glad to see somebody spending those channel points. Those Canuck bucks come in handy. Yeah, so ACRX guys, as far as earnings, where do I see their earnings? Forecast date. So this has a different date. This has another different date. This one's saying November 4th. November 4th, and the earnings estimate is 2.92. Is that right? Q4, Q3, Q2. Where's the estimate? Where's the consensus? That's an EPS forecast. I want the... Is this in line with Earnings Whisper? I think it is. I think they're in line with Earnings Whisper. Yeah, they are. So 6.15 million. WPRT earnings on the 9th. That's good to know. I do like WPRT as well. Okay, so ETM, guys. Let's take a look at ETM over here on Tip Ranks. ETM, guys, the play on ETM is this. ETM is an advertising company, radio, podcast. This is a record season typically for ETM. If you take a look at, pull this up, ETM. Now, people will say, well, if you look at this over 5 years, so typically when I take a look at a stock, guys, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to look at it, how it performed over the last 4 years. People will be like, oh, look, it was all the way up at 15, and now it's down at $1.45, blah, blah, blah. This is awful. From here to here, guys, this stretch from about January 2018 to here, they've been trying to transition over to podcasts, okay? The reality is, if you watch the stock, October, right? So this is around when I got in. October, early November, right? January. Jump from about $10 up to 14. This is the last election, 2016. So you'll see that there's that pump right there. Ah, blast. Wrong screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, so from about 2018 to here, they've been working on transitioning into more podcast, less radio reliance, which is good. It's a short-term pain for a long-term gain. I think that's going to do quite well for them. On top of that, guys, what you can see is from 2016, this is the last election, entry around October, election, look where it is. It goes up to around that $14 mark into their earnings here, and then it declines throughout the year, which is typical. And then again, you enter around October, and here it did not perform well. But this is the last election year. And then here, October comes back up a little bit. October comes back up a little bit. I think we see the same thing here on a record spend on political. I think with sports lighting back up, I think with them doing live broadcasting a lot of the sporting events, there was a lot of ad spend probably on this platform. I really, really, really hydrate. Yeah, I do need to get some water. That's true. But yeah, for ETM, guys, I am expecting this to go to about $4. I would like this to quadruple, which would, given my current holdings, give me about 12 grand headed into the end of the year. Q4, irregardless, is looking to be a really nice year for me. Really, really nice year. I am tempted to just sell these, I think. Sell for at... what, 25, sure. AMC. AMC. November 20th, $2 puts. Maybe I don't sell 4. Maybe I change this. Maybe I make this 2 at 23 and just free up a little cash. Okay, so that's done. Um, I kind of want to buy. I got some waiter. No, it's not wrong screen. I didn't want to see. I didn't want to show you guys the trades that I was taking. But right now, I'm trying to wrestle with where do I go. I got a little bit of cash here, and I'm trying to wonder where I want to go. I kind of want to take Mattel. Actually, I don't have Mattel here yet, and I like Mattel into April. So let's see what Mattel Aprils are looking like. Mattel April 16th. Let's go 25 and see if anybody grabs it. Just gonna slowly move this up. Nice, got it for 30. Okay, that's. I'll take a 25% reduction on that. I'm okay with that. I think Mattel is going to have one hell of a run on their Q4 earnings. I do. All right, what's Spy doing here? Spy came back. Spy came back. It lives. It lives. It lives. It lives. Pinterest went to 40%. Holy cow. Yeah, good call, Yura. Good call, man. Yeah, Saki, with 10,000 more coming into Mara, I do have options on them, but I think I am going to take equity as well. I think I am going to take equity as well. Mara, for those of you guys that don't know, is a Bitcoin play. They are a Bitcoin mining farm, but they had already increased by about 5 to 10,000 units miners, and now they just announced that they are by the end of April going to increase another 10,000. So it's kind of a big deal in my mind. What do we got here? We got yeah, yeah. Like this is crazy. That's a lot, guys. This increase from where we currently are to where we are going is just nuts. The details of my mat option. Okay, so the play on Mattel, guys, the DD on Mattel is here's Mattel as a company. Okay, their last earnings they beat by 170 million. Okay, we are headed into Christmas season. We are heading into a Christmas season that typically with toys is driven by the blockbusters in theaters. Okay, so what I did was I went to the theater, upcoming movie releases. All right, upcoming film releases. Let's see what's coming up. Okay, top movies upcoming in theaters, coming soon. You guys let me know when you see a movie that you're like, wow, that's going to be huge. That's just going to be massive. Anybody see something that's like, holy cow, look at how huge that movie's going to be. It's going to be the biggest hit of all time. Anybody? Nothing? I'm not seeing it. Jiu-Jitsu with Nicolas Cage, is that the one? Hillbilly Elegy, Christmas Chronicles 2, like Fat Man. This is the big one. This is the first big one. Is this Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds, and then you've got Death on the Nile, which is a Hercule Poirot. I don't think either of these you're going to see big toy sales off of. Wonder Woman, Monster Hunter. These are the toy sales. These two here, and I don't think the Monster Hunter, especially since I think this is going to be R-rated. I'm pretty sure it's going to be R-rated. Oh, PG-13. Okay, not R-rated. But I think Wonder Woman is the big one, and if Wonder Woman is the big one, those include Netflix, and they also include Prime movies. So what we're looking at is Wonder Woman, right? So then I go DC toy rights. I want to know which company gets to make the Wonder Woman toys. Okay. Bam. Right away, you open it up, and there's a picture of their Wonder Woman toys. They are the ones taking on the DC toys. So you've got that. But then you go to Mattel site, you're like, okay, great. They've got Wonder Woman. What else do they have, right? What other toys does Mattel have? Oh, Barbie. Barbie was gangbusters for them on the last quarter, and it will continue to do well. So you've got DC Comics. You've got Barbie doing well for it. Oh, look, they've got Fisher Price as well. Fisher Price into the baby stuff. That's probably worth a little bit of money. But oh, that was the next step. Then I went to Amazon, right? Prime Day top sellers toys. Okay, so looking at this, guys, I was looking for toys, right? I want to know what the toys are. Barbie's right up there. And these little, I don't know who makes Hatchimals. Hatchimals Toy Company. Spin Master. Don't know what that is. Look, these guys right here, right? What happens tomorrow? What happens tomorrow? Baby Yoda and Mandalorian are back, and Mattel has the rights to both of these. You don't think that these are gonna sell like hotcakes? Come on. In my mind, that's just gonna soar. Absolutely soar these sales. Baby Yoda, in my mind, what do you guys think? What's going to sell more over Christmas if we do see a stimulus check, which I'm assuming we're going to see? Baby Yoda toys or Wonder Woman toys? Yeah. Now, if you had a company that was selling both the Baby Yoda toys and Wonder Woman, that's probably the play, right? Okay. Yeah, Mattel's got Baby Yoda and Wonder Woman. So they've got toy rights to the only blockbuster this year over Christmas, and they've got Baby Yoda. Both of them, the plushie is Mattel. This is Mattel as well. Both of them are Mattel. The top two toys on Prime Day for Baby Yoda were both Mattel toys. So when people looked at Mattel and they're like, "Oh, well, it did pretty well on earnings. You know, it went gangbusters." All right, that's cool. However, Mattel ran to $14 on its last quarter. What do you think is going to happen during Christmas season with a government stimulus and Baby Yoda? Yeah, $20. Yeah, how'd you do?
Out of those fantastic plush dolls. You can only get
Yep.
those like plastic looking figurine things.
I took so for Mattel, I am going to buy equity as soon as I exit these Q4 plays, but I took a 20 call for April. I think that that is going to come to strike. I do. In my opinion. Completely my opinion. As far as BlackBerry goes, guys, I think BlackBerry was a 5-year play for me. BlackBerry is a play for when the automotive industry changes from talking about EV to talking
I'm
about
starting to get a
self-driving
little bit
vehicles.
intrigued with the equity game, Millennium.
Jesse Stutz, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated,
About
man.
time.
And you betta, good morning, good morning. I want to make sure I'm getting everybody
The
here
fuck
who's
is
asking
equity?
questions, but that's my take on Mattel, guys. That's where I'm looking at it is. I'm all about
I
that
don't know.
equity. I'm all about that equity life, man. You know it.
Yeah, he fucking hates options. He's the one that gave me my name.
I don't hate it.
Still
I mean, look
fucking
at my
no.
options portfolio now, man. I don't know if you're on the stream or not, but I actually have an options portfolio now.
No shit.
Oh, it's been like fucking half a year, a year.
Let me see if I can go see your fucking stream.
Equity is what I get when I need to get more margin for my options.
I keep my equity and options portfolio separate, though. I do options through IB and I do my equity through TD. But for me, it's like these just I'm playing options the way that I play equity, which I know a lot of people hate, but that for me seems to be working because at one point I had started with $500 in this options portfolio, blew it up to about $100, and then since I decided, okay, well, I'm just going to start playing options the way that I play equity. Like I set my price target, and I just keep going, right? And like price target and where I expect the FA to go, it's been paying out. So that I turned $100 into $2,000, and a lot of these plays, I think, towards the end of Q4 here are going to just be gangbusters. Those ACRX 250 calls, I think those are going to be freaking insane.
I'm hoping so, dude.
I think those are just going to fly. DGLY, I do not have a doubt in my mind DGLY hits 250. No freaking way it doesn't hit 250 by December. The riots that are about to happen post-election, either way, DGLY is going to 250 easy. Huge shout out, Anonymous coming in with 5 gifted subs.
Anonymous gifter, dude.
Woo! Love me them subs. I love it. I actually love it, guys. I actually love it that almost every person in chat has that little sub icon. Loves it. News on SPAQ? There no news so far. They have their SEC filings in, but there's no announcement as to the date of the merger. So.
Is it finally time to make a sub badge that isn't default?
Oh, you can do that? I didn't know you could do that.
You should do that.
You can change the sub badge?
Talked about it.
How?
I did not know you could do that. Oh no, yeah, you can. The 3-month subscribers and shit.
Yeah, the stars and stuff. Oh, I gotta look at that. How in the world do I go about doing that, you think?
You just go into your settings for your stream and then you upload a fucking icon thing and it's there.
Yeah, but like the settings in the back end of the stream are really difficult to actually find that crap. Ooh, Anonymous gave Apez Life a sub because he was left out. He saw one without a sub. He's like, what the heck? Did Rita give a verdict on SPAC yesterday? Yeah, she said, this is dog shit worse than Nicola. You better be aware of what you're doing if you go anywhere near it, which I was acutely aware of in the first place, so. I am not trading Fisker. To be clear, guys, I am not trading Fisker as though it is the savior of the EV market. That is a fantastic piece of hardware. It is a vehicle that is going to revolutionize the world. That is not what I'm trading. What I am trading is that there is a shit ton of retail traders out there that hear a sniff of EV and they pour their money in. I know. I know. I suck. I suck at optimizing the stream. I got to get better at it. I really do. I'm a bit of a tool when it comes to that, and my apologies to all you hard working subs out there that deserve better. I will work on that. Subscriber badge, no nudity. Darn. I was gonna make it a big red dong.
I remember
Big
we were
red
talking
dong.
about a mask and a syringe and a fucking hospital type shit. Because all you did bio, or all you did back then was bio. Now you do more shit.
Yeah, now I do a little bit more. That's true. That's true. Actually, looking at my portfolio right now, what do we got? SPAQ. So I guess that's EV tech, kind of.
I still got the iPix.
Yeah, iPix is there. ACRX is there. ACRX is still 30% of my portfolio, but it's not the majority. The majority is definitely not bio anymore. And I'd like to get back to bio. I do. There's a lot of money to be made in bio, especially if the ACA gets pulled. It's gonna be Christmas for bio. It's gonna get real nutty real fast. Okay. Loyalty badges. So I can set a base badge, a 3, a 6, a 9, a year, 1.5 years. So I guess I need to come up with 5 icons here because I don't need to really worry about 2 years because I think 6 months is probably the furthest along that we've got. All right. Well, I'm open to suggestions, ladies and gents. Whatever you guys think for an evolution badge. They're showing a lemon here that gains slices.
That's actually kind of cool. I just got done watching that Post Limon commercial with the fucking Doritos and the lime. That was interesting.
My suggestion is a syringe with a money sign on it.
Interesting. Interesting. And then what do I do as you grow? I just add dollar signs around the syringe, or I just add syringes?
That's a good one.
I don't know. You could add like dollar bills around it, and then add gold, and then I don't know, some other shit.
Captain America shield is in violation of the terms. I can't do a Captain America shield, sadly.
No.
Pepe hands. You can't do that. But the syringe I can do for sure. Yeah, I like that idea. That's simple too. I can probably just bust that out in Canva today, to be honest.
Do like 12 different pictures.
Always good because you have to remember it's really small.
Yeah, it is small, and that's what I'm looking at. Like 18 by 18 pixels, you can't even really make out on mobile what the hell that thing is. Hmm. Airlines, guys, I'm not sure on airlines yet. I think I wait until we see what kind of stimulus package is coming. But yeah, I think airlines are bound to see a recovery on stimulus. LPL, guys, is my cheap play into Apple. I saw somebody ask about that. They make the glass on LPL. LPL makes the glass for Apple tablets, phones, and watches. So they're probably going to do pretty well in their earnings upcoming here. Just change them into red and green candles. I think I like the syringe concept, guys. Because then I can make it like, okay, I've got, 1 syringe, 3 syringes, 6 syringes, and then for a year I can make it a doctor or a nurse, right? I'll make it a nurse for 1 year, and then for 2 years I'll make it a doctor, and then for 3 years I'll make it a doctor with a bag of money behind him. That kind of thing. I mean, at least Spy's not bleeding out today. I'll take that. I think tomorrow gets absurd.
Yep.
I think tomorrow's just going to be bad.
We have crazy. Apple earnings after hours today. We also have Amazon to do.
Dad Destroyer, thank you so much for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, Apple, Google, and Facebook.
Yeah, big boys. So this will be interesting.
So Facebook, Apple, and Google. We don't have Netflix. So what do we? We don't have Fang. What do we have?
Microsoft was yesterday,
Facebook,
and that didn't do
Apple,
too well.
Google.
Uh,
What else is big that we've got?
let me see.
What? What are you talking about? What do you mean terms of service? Facebook, Apple, Google. Nonsense. Listen, I'm not a fan of Facebook and Apple, but I would hardly say I hate them. I don't know that you could call that hate speech. Like, it's Fang without the end. All right. Onwards, upwards, moving forward, just in case somebody does report. This will be the last day of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, BlackBerry Guys is a 5 to 10 year play for me. It's when the retailers and the world stop caring about EV and they start caring about self-driving vehicles. And you can already see Tesla talking about it and hinting at it. People are talking about GM self-driving cars. BlackBerry is well positioned to be a huge beast in that field. Looks like you got out at the right time, Yura. It came back down from that 40%. We didn't get positive news, did we? Why is Spy really just confident or what? They're confident that we're going to do well on.
I don't know, man. I thought I saw something this morning. Give me a second. Initial jobless claims.
Oh, that was today. I remember when we used to like
751.
religiously watch jobless claims, and now everybody's like, ah, whatever. It doesn't freaking matter at this point. Pop Pal's not printing, nobody cares.
Exactly, because back in the day when jobless claims came out, it was if it was good, that shit was mooning to the sky.
Yeah,
Now
I
it's just
mean,
like, eh.
it's not looking awful. It's down to 750,000 people in a week. It's an improvement over last week. Same thing with continuing. I mean, still 7.75 million continuing.
Yeah. We also had advanced GDP quarter over quarter, 33.1% versus a 32%
Yeah,
estimate.
everybody's expecting gangbusters GDP, which is definitely good. Like we want those numbers before the election because that's another Trump win, right? Despite the insanity that was the economic lockdown, we have gangbuster GDP numbers. Like, kind of makes that argument of you didn't run the country well. I mean,
Numbers beg to differ.
You can attack COVID all you want. Of like, you didn't do a great job with COVID. And it's like, well, I mean, nobody did a great job with COVID. China did a great job with COVID, but other than China, nobody did a great job with COVID.
Let's put you in that position and see how you do with COVID, sir.
Well, let's put you in that position and then call you a racist every step that you take against COVID, and then call you incompetent for every step that you take, and then just argue and fight with you every step that you take. It's like, well, I mean, let's be fair. Everybody had a hand in crippling the response to COVID because y'all were busy arguing about what you wanted and putting out ridiculous bills that were Christmas wish lists instead of actually trying to fix a problem. I can't for the life of me understand why USPS needs $25 billion and pot stocks need $15 billion to help us stop COVID.
You lost me at USPS. At that point, I was just like,
Right,
what
like,
is going on? The
and I mean,
United States Postal Service needs chargers instead of those little van things to deliver mail faster.
they wanted brand new drones for USPS. They're going to send out all the ballots via drone and return them directly back to somebody to count them. Like,
Okay, let's see how long that takes before they all get stolen.
And even that, if they're making the argument that the USPS 25 billion was to distribute the vaccine once we get it, okay, I can kind of buy that argument. Walk me down the rabbit trail of $15 billion for pot stocks. Just like, we want you to get so high that you don't realize how stupid we are. Come on, like, I just for the life of me cannot fathom how $15 billion for pot is the way we go.
How is that beneficial to the economy? Oh man, they're trying to get the government money in the pot businesses now so that they can basically buy them out later.
I just I've had some painful reads this year. I really, really have had some painful reads this year. Reading bio reports has been, let me tell you guys, as much fun as you think a bio report, a medical report, or a filing to the FDA is to read, it's not fun. It's pages of mundane scientific details that you have to constantly learn what the hell they mean over and over and over and over. Right?
Best way he
That
knows how to put it is sandpaper to your eyes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Martini Rita actually fell asleep trying to read one bio report. She just fell asleep. She
Holy
couldn't do
shit!
it.
You
Uh,
kidding?
Reading SEC filings on dogshit stocks, as a lot of people kindly refer to my portfolio, that's not a lot of fun. That it really isn't. It's not a lot of fun to read SEC filings for dogshit stocks. It's not. But nothing compared to reading that 1,800-page bill from Pelosi and Schumer that was an absolute farce. About 500 pages in, they just stopped pricing things out. They're like, nobody's going to read past here anyway. We'll just say we're doing things and not put a price tag on it. And it's like, not like this.
You know,
Not like this. A
this just
DGen from
makes me like
TSG. Welcome,
cry
welcome,
with
welcome.
like laugh with crying sentiment behind it because it's just like, God damn, these are our leaders.
A
Nobody's gonna read
long-term
past page
bio
5.
ETF.
We could probably
No,
scuff this, no worries.
yeah, a
Oh
long-term
god.
bio ETF, guys. I am not a huge fan of ETFs. I know that there are a lot of people out there that are like, yeah, let's go ETFs, woo. For me, I like to actually open up the ETF and see what's performing in the ETF and just trade that instead. Um, so with bio, if you're looking for a long-term bio position, uh, that in my opinion I like, I'm not a financial advisor. You should never do anything I say. A few of the ones that I really like long-term are Merck, BMY, Amgen, Biogen. Um, Pfizer, if they wake up and realize that their pain meds are worth more than their COVID stock and their Viagra pill. ACRX long term is going to be strong.
I like being more.
CRISPR is going to be good long term. Yeah, those are kind of the ones that I would look at. So Merck and BMY, I'm definitely bullish on. Have been for a long time. They're a good stable bio stock, which is rare. Yeah, Bib is Biogen. They're very strong. Amgen is very strong. Johnson and Johnson isn't a pure bio play. Like that's mixing baby powder and shampoo in with your bio. I'm not. That's when people try to trade bio and they're buying BTI, right? Like British Tobacco is a bio stock now. Like, kind of, not really though. J&J for me is that same thing of like, are they a bio stock? Kind of, but like herbal essences isn't really bio. I
Are
love
they
the
kind of like a
commercials.
baby stock?
A
Johnson
baby.
and Johnson like a baby stock? Like if we're gonna have like a shit ton of babies come out soon, that'd be the one to buy.
I don't know many people that are rushing to use baby powder from Johnson and Johnson these days.
That's true because they cause cancer.
Yeah, there's that thing about giving babies cancer. Typically, it's frowned upon.
Just typically.
Doesn't
What else
really
you do?
create investor confidence. Like, so let me get this straight. You rushed a product to market, gave babies cancer, then lied about giving babies cancer, and continued to sell the product.
For centuries.
Cool.
For years. No, it doesn't give cancer. Not at all. Finally test it. Holy shit, this stuff gives cancer.
Yeah, Jacob, I agree. If you're playing Johnson & Johnson for the dividend, you like it because it is such a big company that has its finger in so many different pies. Like, great. Mucho bueno. It definitely is one of those dividend plays, long-term hold plays. But for people saying it's a bio play, it's not a pure bio play. There's a bunch of other things going on there. Yeah, I'm glad that helps. Dad Destroyer, if you're going to get into bio, though, make sure that you read up on it. Never, ever listen to anybody, especially some degenerate Canadian wearing a pink shirt looking like an Amish man on the internet. That's not an effective way to trade bio. If you're interested in bio, actually read the reports. Don't listen to a damn thing I say. I'm an absolute degen. I only started doing this in January, so like, don't listen to me, please. Go out and do your own research and make informed decisions on your own. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm glad that helps as far as the ETF thing goes. Of like, me no like ETFs. Never have, never will. Um, there are a lot of people that make a lot of money on ETFs though, so especially the option trading degens that we know and love. Um, and I mean, do I look at ETFs? Absolutely. I look at the SPY every day. That's one that I have locked in that I have to look at every day to figure out what's going on. The SPY is not a stock, despite what retail traders would have you think. Yeah. There is not a single professional in the industry I've shown my portfolio to that did not give me the response of that, which doesn't really, cause me to be super confident. What is going on with the SPY?
Apple's mooning, but I don't think that's the only reason why it's going up.
Pelosi tweeted a letter implying they're still trying to pass stimulus. Okay, so just so everybody's clear, McConnell sequestered the Senate till after the election. That means that even if Pelosi passes a bill through the House, the Senate isn't there to vote on it.
They're on vacation. They gone.
She is the biggest, oldest, nastiest tease I have ever seen in my life.
Like at this point, I feel like she's just playing with the power.
Her like grannytranny.com. That like, my goodness. Pelosi, calm down. Her portfolio manager called her and said, "Yeah, we read again. You need to fix this. Can you tweet something?" "Yeah, I got you. No problem. Just let me tweet the word stimulus." Doesn't even matter what I put around it. I just have to type the word stimulus into Twitter. Market goes wee.
Stimulus, period.
Well, I mean, I got in at a good time on that Mattel. I'll give you that. Mattel is just like, yeah, here we go.
Here you go. Let me just pay you.
Up a whole $6. Oh yeah. ACRX took a hit though.
Yeah. What do we got?
Options portfolio down 10.5% today. ACRX giveth, ACRX taketh away.
Options portfolio. I had paper trading, so this is all fake money, but we're up a pretty decent chunk. I'm just playing the run ups to Apple and Amazon.
My mapping of strategy has severely degraded, guys. I used to have all these nice charts and spreadsheets and stuff. You want to see what my stock trading looks like now? Here's my upcoming strategy. Can you guys see those
I'm
funny little
excited for
pyramid
this.
drawings? Where it's like, make money here, then put it here and here. And then when you make money there, put it here and here. That's how I trade now. I've literally gone to coloring book level status on my trading.
That is hilarious.
I would kindly like to thank Crayola, my toddler, and the stock guy for inspiring me to be the most basic bitch I could possibly be.
Damn. So he's living the stupid simple life, literally.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea, Chainmail. A trade by numbers book? Ooh, I like it.
Trade by numbers.
Just color in the trade. All you need for the trade by numbers book is green and red. You just color in the tickers as you make or lose money on them. Love it. Is that the KISS method? It's actually the ass method, not the KISS method. The big difference is keep it simple, stupid is the assumption that you are tempted to change. When you're a pro like me, who's a basic bitch, the ass method is always simple, stupid. So we've got the ass method. I'm an ass man. That's what I'm saying. Where is it? Where's the Man, there are a lot of friggin' emotes in here. There it is. The coloring book would be perfect for high-level executives. Yeah. You know what? I say that jokingly, but I bet you Buffett would love to get a coloring book that literally just demands you use green and red. I mean, the junk in the trunk isn't looking bad. I'm still up 1,000% on the year.
You started with 2,500, right?
2,200 US, $3,000
Yeah.
Canadian. And right now, the market value of the portfolio is 22,000 US. So 1,000% ain't bad. I'll take that. I guess it's a little bit more than 1,000. It's like 1,200%. I'll take that kind of junk in the trunk. Now,
Oh, sure.
if these plays play out the way that I'm hoping, where SPAC goes to around that 25 range and I get out, I don't care if it's going to 80. I'm going to get out at 25. If it does that, that'll be another 10,000 in there. If I get back into space and it goes to 25, that'll be 8,000. If ACRX does what I hope it does, that'll be 50,000. I mean, ending the year at $100,000 isn't impossible. It's still very much in the cards.
Hey, Melina, you want to know something crazy that I just realized today?
We started around the same time trading.
Yes, and that this is going to be our year anniversary
Aww, time
of becoming
flies.
buddies.
Oh man, yeah. There's quite a few people that have been giving their heads a shake. Where Martini's like, I've only known your ass 8 months. It's been the longest 8 months of my life.
Yeah,
It's
she's
like,
had
yeah.
the. I think she's had the roughest journey than all of us.
I mean, she was classy. We dragged her
She
down.
was.
She was one of them
Then
official
she met
folk.
us.
Yeah,
It was all Redemption's fault.
I do blame Redemption. It is his fault. He's been pretty quiet today. Did he dip? Is he not in here today?
No, he's in. He's in here. He's just deafened and muted. Almost everybody's deafened and muted.
He's doing breakfast. That's what he's doing.
Breakfast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for Christmas, if you have a father that you don't know what to get for them, or you've got somebody that's got a home office that always smells like ass, this thing right here, it's like $10 on Amazon. It is amazing. It is a coffee mug warmer, okay, but that's not what it's used for. But it's not what I use it for. I take this thing and I buy candles and I put them on it, and it makes it all kind of liquidy. But this thing keeps the smell forever, and it never actually burns the candle. It gives you unlimited life on your candles.
Buy that right now. I'm sold.
My wife, it's literally the as seen on TV ad of like, my wife used to say my office smelled like ass. Not anymore. With my candle warmer, it now smells like vanilla creme brulee and ass. Imagine accidentally pouring that all over yourself. I mean, I'm not going to kink shame. Some people like that hot wax deal. All right, I think it's time. Is there an ETF for that? No, but I think there are some clubs for that. Let's see here. Let's do a poll, shall we? New poll. SPY, end of day. Do we see 332? Do we see 330? Do we see 329? Do we see 327? Vote. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Show in a minute. I'm gonna go over the earnings of yesterday.
Numbers are too hard. Yeah, I'm not a fan of math. I've just got this thing where it's like, I could math, or I could just let somebody smarter than me do the math and read what they say. Green, big green. That's not a bad idea. Sauna time later, man. Hit up that sauna. You earned it. You deserve it. Spoil yourself. Spoil yourself. Guys, as always, if you're new to the stream, you don't know this, you are welcome to just shout out whatever ticker you want. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you're watching, you can shout out a ticker. I'm more than happy to take a look at it. I want to try to help give you guys an understanding of how I do DD so that you can learn how to do DD and make myself obsolete so you never have to come back and watch me again. HOLXLTH. Is that one ticker or two? Clearly it's two. Okay. 335. SPY to 335. Really? That is a bold prediction. Hull logic. Oh, as a long-term hold. Logic is a long-term hold. Diagnostic medical imaging. So this is a section of bio that I don't really trade on, and this is the tech side of bio. The issue that I've got with the tech side of bio is that you don't get the same. There's no pipeline here, right? When you go to a bio stock that does the drugs, there's always a pipeline. There's no pipeline here. I don't know what they have into the FDA, when that's coming. So that's kind of the hard thing that I've got with the tech side of bio. Yeah, I mean, it had a decent run from 40 to 69 here over 5 years. This is all-time highs. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not. Side-eye may have the cure for HIV, guys, so I'm never going to call that out. Total, I really like. So Total is an energy play, guys. Total, what I like about them is that they have traditional energy. So they've got an oil holding, they've got natural gas holdings, they've got solar holdings. They're kind of all over the map when it comes to where their energy is. I really like it. And they're on multiple continents. They're on North America, they're in Caribbean, they're in South America, they're in South Africa. They're truly a global stock. So for $30, I think this is a $60 stock for sure. I really like this one. I really, really do. And that's not financial advice. It's just my opinion that this is a $60 stock. But I really like this one. Why did Apron go down after earnings? Okay. So, for any of these home delivery stocks, guys, the way that these things freaking work is, and it's a lot like social media. Right now, people are losing their minds over Pinterest because of monthly average users. That metric means diddly freaking squat when it comes to dollars made. And that's the problem. The retail traders read the headline, monthly active users up by 4 million globally, blah, blah, blah. Like, great. How much more money did they spend on your platform as far as ad dollars go? How much more did you increase your ad cost as a result of those monthly active users? They don't tell you that crap. Blue Apron, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, they love to tell you, oh, our total deliveries are up. We have a lot more deliveries right now. We have a lot more. Great. What did that translate to in terms of dollars, right? So when I'm looking at this, it's like, okay, well, they were up 12% year over year. They beat the estimate. But if you go into Blue Apron as far as cash on hand and profitability, they're still in net loss. They're not profitable. And this is the thing that I'm beating my head up against a wall with, where the only one out of all of those, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, Blue Apron, all of those, none of those are revenue positive. The only one is Waiter. And Waiter has been consecutively positive 2 quarters in a row now. They're headed into their 3rd quarter. And I am almost positive that they are going to show another positive EBITDA as of this earnings. They will not have a net loss. They will have a net gain again. So for me, that's why I look at Waiter right now and I'm scratching my friggin' head. I guess it's earnings season and people that like this sector are pulling out and moving it around into these different plays, hoping that it goes. But Waiter at 260, this should be up at $6. It really should. So I'm very, very excited for their earnings next week. Yep. That's next week. It's like the 6th is Friday of next week. The estimate, this is what kills me. The revenue estimate for them is 52 million. It's 8 million less than they did last quarter. I've been following them in the news. All they have done is expand and grow. And their model shows that when they expand and grow, they don't do so at a cost, they do so at a gain. Aren't some people worried about the hurricanes affecting Wader? Wader, trying to think which states got hit hardest by the hurricanes. Texas a little bit? Was it Texas or Louisiana? I mean, the hurricanes were here and gone. They only lasted like a week. We didn't have any major debilitating hurricanes. It wasn't like Katrina. Uh, and they're so far spread across the southeast in the states right now. I don't think the hurricanes really affect them. Like they're Texas, Louisiana, Kentucky, Arkansas, Georgia. I think they're in the Carolinas now. Like I think that they were largely unaffected. And the other thing that Wader is doing is they're doing groceries. They've done some medicinal stuff. They've been helping with blood drives. They're kind of all over the place into what they're doing. So that you're doing restaurant delivery, booze, and groceries is huge. And during a hurricane, I mean, you tell me, you've just been through a hurricane. Are you heading out into the hurricane to go get dinner and groceries? Or are you ordering in? I think you're ordering in, right? I understand the thought process on it, but for me, in the event of a hurricane upcoming, or you're on the tail end of a hurricane, I'm not going out in that shit. I'm gonna pull up my food delivery app and have my Chick-fil-A brought to me. I mean, maybe I'm crazy that way. Maybe people like driving in post hurricane, but for me, it'd be like, nah, I'm gonna call Chick-fil-A and have them come to me, or I'm gonna call Albertson and have them bring me my groceries. I'm not going out for that. It's that time of day. Martini Rita is here. Yay!
What's going on?
Spy decided to be green today.
Who?
Spy.
Interesting.
Yup. Apparently Pelosi tweeted the word stimulus again, so even though the Senate is adjourned until post-election, like we could still do it. We could still get the stimulus through. The Senate's not even there. They've gone home. How much is recommended for a long-term portfolio?
Where's redemption?
Mm-hmm. Okay, how much capital is recommended to have a long-term portfolio? My recommendation is I don't make recommendations. I want you guys to learn for yourself and know what you're doing. I was able to grow a 3,000 Canadian, 2,200 US portfolio to over 22,000. I was up as high as 28,000. It's 22,000 right now, in a year. So for me, it would be, I think anything less than $1,000, and you're probably not in the right ballpark. But even at that, the thing is, if you could put $100 in a month on a long-term portfolio, you're growing that, right? After a year, you got $1,000. After 2 years, you got who knows, based on how it's performing. That's probably more of it for me. Inogene, huh? I can take a look. I knew he was doing breakfast. He was all quiet, like we were in here talking about him, saying, "Oh yeah, redemption, redemption, redemption." Muted. Had to be breakfast. Only in isolated areas, Ghost Orb. That wasn't statewide. And that's just it. As it hit one state, the previous state is recovering, so they're never locked down. Yeah, Albertson is a stock. With Innogene, I don't see anything as far as tradability here on the U.S. market, so I don't know about that, Leos. Do not know. 87 Cardo, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Not sure if I said thank you or not, but thank you. What? Oh, you're gonna be a house flipper. The thrill in your voice is very reassuring. That would be kind of cool to add to YouTube, though. I just want to see AJ play with power tools. You know your camera's live, right? Okay. Yeah. I was like, maybe that doesn't want to be live. Okay. So moving on from that. Oh yeah, taking down walls. Yeah, ripping things out. That's always a fun part. Putting things back in. That's you pay somebody to do that. All right. Hot mic is about to go hot mic. So hot mic. Do you think the price of tan skyrockets? Yeah,
Did you change your hours or something?
I did. Yeah. With my PTSD, the 4:30 a.m. thing just hasn't been working, so I've been starting at 9 and kind of just streaming until things get boring. I'm gonna stick around until probably about 1 today because I didn't stream at all yesterday because F Wednesdays. Yes, I think tan skyrockets if Biden wins because the entire eco green hippy dippy let's save the planet movement gets a giant hard on. I think that's a thing for sure. But again, I don't think Biden wins. They've got nearly 60% of the bets for Trump right now. 60% of the gamblers out there are putting their money where their mouth is and they think that Trump's got it.
Who cares about that? Earnings are today.
Yeah, we were talking about Facebook and Apple and Google. Fang minus the N. We were talking about that. I just don't get as excited because I don't have holdings in that. But I was realizing this morning that I now officially have an options portfolio because I've got like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 15 positions. I can say it. I am also an options trader.
Did you see what the GoodRx CEO posted last night?
No, I did not. I see that they're up 4.5%.
So he posted this research about health and how the survey that they had, right? Basically, nobody gives a shit about infectious diseases.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
That is 10 or 10 on the health concerns. It was all affordability.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the point of living if you're going to live broke? That makes sense. From a psychology perspective, that makes sense to me.
I mean, I don't blame them.
Nope. I see some of the people that survive through cancer in the States, and they put themselves and their families through utter destitution. Utter destitution.
I mean, yeah.
Nobody wants to live like that. Nobody wants to do that to their loved ones. Nobody wants to do that to themselves. It's completely understandable. I completely get people saying, I want to live, but not at that price tag. Yeah, Weos, for me, the rapid testing on COVID, I think we're past it. I don't speak highly about COVID testing, especially at this stage in the game. If you're coming out with a new latest greatest test, like, great. If you want to know about long-term investing, the person to talk to, because my definition of this is key, guys. When you talk to a trader about long-term investing, clarify the definition of long-term, okay? Because if I was to talk to somebody like Stock Guy and say long-term, that would be a week out. That would be what he considers a long-term trade, holding something for a week, right? And then you've got people like me that are trading, 6 to 18 months out. And for me, I consider that a long trade, just because most retail traders are trading daily or hourly, right? And then you've got somebody who's an actual genius with money and does the right things and is responsible in her trading, like Martini, who's trading 5 to 10 years out, if not longer, right? So first, define what you mean by long term. If we're talking long term, 5-10 years plus, for me it would be buy the crap that you think is going to be around 5-10 years from now, that you think is like, yeah, that's gonna be here. Like, do I see Netflix being here in 5 years? Yes, I do. All right. Do I see Tesla being here in 5-10 years? Yeah, I do. Do I see Amazon going anywhere? Not really. Do I see Apple disappearing overnight? Probably not. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not like Coca-Cola. Is Coca-Cola going to disappear? I very much doubt it. Booze. Do I see booze going anywhere? Never. Like, Johnny Walker, is that going to stop being drunk by people around the world? Probably not. If anything, as the world degrades, we're going to see them being consumed more. So,
You forgot about the strip clubs. Hello.
Is there a publicly traded strip club?
No, I was just kidding. Did you see my tweet last night
No.
about El Paso?
No.
You should read it. It's funny.
Whenever I check out for the night, I kind of just check out for the night. Last night was a bit of an exception. It's like, holy crap, look at this earnings. Holy crap, look at this earnings.
Yeah, but you always check Twitter in the morning, so I.
That's true. That's fair. Cadillac. Nationwide lockdown in France. El Paso strip clubs to remain open. Yay! This was the funny thing in the Netherlands, right? When the Netherlands went through their lockdown, one of the first industries to open up was the red light district. And I was like, from what I know about that industry, 6 feet apart, you can't say 6 inches apart. Daniel P. Fernando, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. This is clearly a classy stock stream that we like to keep going here for you, ladies and gents. Good for Texas.
Yeah, but did you see that they're flying people out and it's like emergency there for the hospitals?
Yeah, but you've got to be honest. It's really just a matter of confusion, because the mayor of Texas there heard Trump say everybody's got to go to the polls. He just misinterpreted what Trump meant by that. When Trump said go to the polls, he meant vote, not dollar bills, y'all. Into the stripper.
You can't hear me because I'm pushed to talk, but I definitely was laughing, even though it was a dad joke.
It was a great dad joke.
It was a dead joke.
Ooh. But the mayor of Texas and El Paso misinterpreted when Trump said go to the polls, so he voted for strip clubs to be open. You get what you pay for, folks. You get what you pay for. Okay, so let's see what Pelosi actually said here. Crazy Nancy, what do you got? Crazy Nancy will be speaking to the U.S. Capitol at 10:45.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are y'all doing?
Better than yesterday.
That's good. Couldn't be much fucking worse.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my daughter was asking me about her school. Why has Waiter dropped 50% since last earnings? My hypothesis on Waiter dropping is that people are moving their money around on earnings season from Waiter into the other plays, and then they'll come back to Waiter in time for its earnings. This thing, and we were breaking this down just a little bit before. Apron, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, none of them are profitable, which is why they tell you about their order numbers going up and not the profitability. Waiter is the only one in that sector that has consecutively reported profitability. They're making money instead of bleeding money. And they've done that 2 quarters straight. I think the third one's coming. Yeah, I mean, I sold. I took the profit the first time around. I knew I'd come back to it. I am thrilled that it's come down as low as it has. If I can get out of the SPAC play on a significant gain, I'll probably put even more in there. Yeah, I personally would not be concerned about Waiter, in my opinion. Especially since their estimate is that they bring in less revenue than they did the previous quarter. I can't see how in the southern states where COVID hasn't really taken a break, it's continued to just truck along. I think Waiter is going to do just fine on this next earnings, and I wouldn't be shocked to see it go back up to that $6-7 range. I don't know. I don't think, and this is one that people keep bringing up is like, did the hurricanes kill some of their business? I don't think so, because the way that the hurricane happens is, okay, so you've got people that, let's get a map instead of me, talking like a freaking mime with my hands here. USA maps. Nope, you don't have to be sorry. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, guys, here's the map of the United States, right? Let's say a hurricane comes in through here, right? We see it coming in through Texas here. Okay, so if we know that a hurricane's going to land somewhere around Louisiana or Texas, which is fairly typical, or that comes in through Florida and heads up the coast here, what we know is before the hurricane hits, people bunker down, and what do? They order a shit ton of groceries, right? Who's delivering groceries now? Waiter, that's right. Okay, so as the hurricane's coming in, people are buying groceries from Waiter, and then the hurricane hits. Holy crap, oh no, we're down. How long are we down for? Probably about a week. Okay, but in that time frame, while the hurricane has landed and you're down and out for about a week, the direction that the hurricane is headed, all of these guys are buying groceries in bulk too, right? Buying in bulk, buying in bulk, buying in bulk. So as the hurricane moves up, it's got this buying window that's happening ahead of it, right? And then in behind the hurricane, as people are recovering, like I said, nobody wants to go out. Nobody wants to go driving around in that shit with roads broken and things down, but they're perfectly happy to pay $10 to have somebody else do it, right? So people are ordering their groceries and their food and their liquor through Waiter on the back end. So you have this buy up beforehand, and then you've got an increase in sales behind the hurricane too. That's my thought process on how this works. Yeah, so let's say it lands in Florida and goes up through Georgia. Well, you know that the rest of this East Coast is expecting something, right? South Carolina, North Carolina usually tapers off by the time it gets up to Virginia, but these guys here are still expecting bad weather all the way up the coast. We even feel your hurricanes up here, Ottawa, Montreal. We know that there's a storm about a week after it lands in the States. We can expect a massive storm front up here. It's not a hurricane, but it's a massive storm that we can expect. People are going to buy up. I honestly think that does better for Waiter. It's I've seen a couple of shorts of a couple people ask that question now, like, does the hurricane kill food delivery? Nope, I don't think so. Again, I am just a basic bitch, so what do I know?
Can we talk about a second wave portfolio? I'm not
Yep.
missing out this time.
Okay, second wave portfolio, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody here, let's do it together, shall we?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Okay. I'm
Let
gonna.
me get my socks, my fucking.
This is important, guys. If you are a professional, please remember that you need socks before you create any solid trading plan. Okay.
Sorry, I can't concentrate when my feet are cold.
Did you hear that, Martini? Sorry, guys. We're making the Canadian over yet.
No.
All right, let's add a spreadsheet to my
Oh,
ETF thing here. Listen, I'm not the one that keeps saying sorry. You are. Let's duplicate this, and we will call this second wave. Okay, so second wave. Delete this stuff. That. So, ladies and gentlemen, which sectors do we think are going to do well? Sectors, not tickers, sectors. I think we see healthcare do really well. I guess we should start with factors first, because there's a whole bunch of factors that are going to play into this second wave. So, factors. SCOTUS is a big factor. Okay, SCOTUS is a big factor because there's going to be rulings on federal law. It's going to be there's going to be rulings on the Affordable Care Act. You know that the Supreme Court, if it gets to have a say on who wins the election, it's going to be Trump. So you got SCOTUS as a factor. You've got COVID. You've got vaccines. You've got Christmas spending. You've got
Gun sales during an election.
gun sales. You've got the cult coming in. You've got perfect time to join us, cult. We are doing a second wave portfolio. Here we go. Everybody watch. Yeah, there it is. And here they are. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing a second wave portfolio. You degens, I'm just going to let you spam for a few minutes here and keep going on what we're doing. The follows, the subs, all of you guys are amazing. You guys rock. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated, Stacky. Good luck at the baby meeting. There will be no marbles. We're actually going to try to do things here. So, but holy jumping, you ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so SCOTUS, COVID, vaccines, Christmas, guns. What else we got?
Beaming, online education.
Yeah, okay. Long distance working.
Are you putting tickers or just
Factors first, and then from the factors, we're going to break down sectors. Yeah, Black Friday I'm including in the Christmas. I think that's a good place to start. So we'll start from there. Guys, there's so many follows right now I couldn't possibly keep up, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to say you guys rock. You're amazing. Thanks for following. If you're wondering what we're doing here right now, we are breaking down a second wave. Solar, I will put in parentheses or in quotations because solar is only relevant. Actually, what we'll do is I'll put solar/oil, but those are sectors really. That's more the election, which for some reason they don't have here as a factor, which will clearly be a factor. All right, so sectors. Let's get into sectors here. So SCOTUS, we talked about some of the big ones already. I think guns is going to tie to SCOTUS quite nicely, but I think what we see here are firearms, cameras, protection, right?
Cybersecurity.
Defense contracts.
Yeah.
Germany.
Hello.
The Ligma sector. I don't know what a Ligma sector is.
Jets. For sure.
I'm gonna ask whoever wants to be unbanned from Stock Guy, take that up to Stock Guy. That's his channel. I don't know what the hell he's doing with that. The Ligma sector is not going to get you there, ladies and gentlemen. We did just talk about that. There is no stripper ETF. The Ligma sector is not going to get you there. COVID. So COVID stocks, we're looking at bio. We're looking at things like waiter, so food delivery. We're looking at now with COVID, we had said that we would see that out moving. So I think real estate is a sector that we look at. I think that I think vaccines is going to play into bio. Also expect to see bio playing to the negative side too, though. So travel bans, I think we see international travel bans continue. That's a good one. So travel is going to be locked down. So we want to take a look at the travel tourism. We want to take a look at airlines. We want to take a look at casinos, hotels. The restaurant industry has been bleeding. Yeah, there will eventually be a ruling on gig workers, and I think it's going to rule in favor of the workers. Work from home stocks, guys. So I'm not talking WeWork. I'm talking more the tech stuff. So we're talking cloud meetings. We're talking Taco crushed it. That's great. Like independent stocks, Yama's crushed it. Taco crushed it. DPZ crushed it. But as far as small restaurants go, mom and pop shops, not franchisees, eat-in places as opposed to quick service, full service restaurants, they're dying. They're just dying. All I'm gonna say is let's cut the kill yourself stuff. If I see that, I'm just gonna time that out. So. Even if it's in jest, take that into private mode, okay? I don't want to see kill yourself stuff in my chat. Stocky can do with what he wants, but I don't want to see that crap. Yeah, education. Education's a good sector to take a look at. You know, China hustles are going to have their money in there. I'm going to list it as a sector, even though I don't like it. What else we got? And then oil and solar, right? Depending on which side of the equation wins. I think we also have to put pot in here, but I'm going to put pot in here under parentheses because that's only really the Democrats win, right? What am I long right now? This is what we're breaking down. Martini, you guys can hear a few of the Discord guys. You can hear Your Redemption, Exiled, Martini. We are all trying to break down what we potentially see as a second wave play. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Who else is in here?
Cybot.
Oh, yeah, Germany. We've got Cybot in here.
Yeah.
It's important to have a European vote. Entertainment? You think entertainment goes positive? I don't like entertainment on second wave.
I think Netflix.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
So streaming.
Not cinemas and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Streaming.
Or gaming companies in general.
Gaming. Yeah. Gaming is going to be a big one. Anything else, guys? Cybersecurity. I guess cybersecurity is kind of a thing if we're talking cloud, right?
Home improvement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We saw that big time.
X again. eggs. What was it? Everybody started baking, right?
Food and provisions. Yeah. Moving storage. I'm not big on guys. I'm not big on gambling and DraftKings. I'm not on a second wave. We had the MLB come out and say they don't know that they can survive another year. This is Major League Baseball. This is one of the all-time bigs, right?
You're allowing links in your channel? Know that.
Yeah, I'm not big on Penn. I'm not big on DraftKings. I'm not. And esports betting. I know a lot of people are out there thinking that esports betting is a thing. Let's agree to disagree. I just don't think. That chat's moving so fast, I'm not even going to deal with it, guys. Ooh, Pasty Jerk. Thanks so much for that, guys. Banking stocks. I personally see a recovery in that. I'll put that in there and we can put that up for debate. I like financials on the next stimulus, but...
I like logistics. I think logistics is poised for a good Q4.
Yeah. Logistics. I mean, yeah, this is...
Millennial,
We're looking at Q4 into Q2 2021 on this, guys.
Millennial, did you see Stocky's message in mods?
No.
Yeah, about the guy who was like, kill yourself in your channel. He's banned in his channel for the last 4 months. He's just annoying.
Yeah, okay.
Guy.
Yeah, I get it.
That
I think
you
I've been
know.
pretty clear about that. If I see anybody saying kill yourself, I'm just gonna...
Mm.
You're gone. So, I shouldn't have to make that warning, but that warning is there.
Apple has earnings end of day today, I think. It does not look, the price doesn't look very good though.
Okay, okay, let's do stocks now, guys. So we've broken down factors. That's moved over into sectors. This is going to be a lot of tickers that we're going to put in here, guys. So I think what I'm going to do for the stock section is I'm going to move this up, and we'll list stocks by sector. So let's do firearms. What are we looking at for firearms?
SWBI, RGR.
SWBI, RGR.
Ruger.
What else we got?
Any ammo companies?
OLN, yep. Oland, that's the ammo.
I think ammo makes the most sense because, you know, these gun companies have to keep making guns, parts, and stuff like that. But ammo is universal with all of them.
What is it? There you are.
Chat, you guys can feel free to yell out tickers as long as it's applicable to the sector that we're breaking down. So we're breaking down stocks right now. Does Walmart get the nod here on firearms? Visto?
It's mixed with too much other things, like. And
Yeah,
during
it's not a pure
the
play.
first wave, I mean, it did go up, but it wasn't like
Crazy.
I don't know. I like when we're doing this kind of stuff. I like pure plays. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Millennial, check my DM. Somebody wants you to send him something.
I already saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, so VSTO, I'm trying to BGF. Yeah, Big Five. I like Big Five for this. I do. They did quite well on that. How is OTC? We're gonna stay out of OTC, guys. Yeah, VSTO is here. I think we are gonna stay out for sure of OTC. Let's keep the stocks that we can actually trade. Okay. This is not a pop quiz. This is us. This is us actually building out a strategy live here and reasoning through some stuff. So, this is what traders do when they trade on FA. If that's new to you guys that trade typically TA, or you guys just YOLO into insanity, well, this will be good. Yes. Yeah, later this will be uploaded on YouTube. You guys will be able to see the replay on this. And I may actually make this available as a separate chart inside the Discord. But if they have a US ticker, I don't care if they're in Australia. I don't care where they are. They could be on the moon for all I care.
About Cabela's, and it's a little tenuous for pure firearms players, but I see them.
What is CAB? Is it CAB?
Oh.
CAB, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Anything else that we should have here?
If you're gonna include Cabela's, then Camping World.
Yeah, because I've got Big Five. I think Cabela's can be there. What is Camping World? CW?
CWH.
Okay. I don't want to put ETFs in here, guys. I don't. And it's not that I have anything against the ETF. It's that I'm looking for the stocks themselves, because essentially what we're going to build here is an ETF, right? The idea is that we build our own ETF based off of stocks that we think are going to perform well into this. So, yeah, it gets a little muddied for me is all if we start including ETFs in an ETF. It just feels like cheating.
You might as well just buy a mutual fund that only buys mutual funds. I'm just saying.
I think I'm going to put Walmart further down the list when we get into food and provisions. So, okay, that's good for firearms. I'm going to make cameras protection kind of the same thing. So what I'm talking about here isn't necessarily guns, but we're talking about things that do well typically on the protests, right? So stuff like DGLY, stuff like Axon. What is it? Axon? AXN? Is that it? AXN? AXXN?
I want to say GoPro, but I don't think they're bulletproof.
Oh, the link is broken.
And I don't think GoPros do really well with low light.
I think Axon's AAXN.
AXN? Okay.
Double AXN.
Oh, double AXN. Okay.
Sorry, I know you can.
Sportsman's Warehouse, SPWH. Thank you. Yeah, no. A. Spy didn't die because we're still here. We're keeping it afloat.
Are these definitely deep into the second wave? Because yesterday was all about the second wave coming, with France announcing, Germany announcing the lockdown.
Yeah. This is Q4 to 3. These plays are Q4 to Q2. Because last time we went further out, right? Last time we went out 6 months instead of 3 months. And I think we got burned on that because it moved faster than we thought it would. And I think the second wave is going to move just as fast. What is VVNT? I'm not familiar with that one. So,
Event.
What do they do?
So solar energy, home security.
Okay, so that's... Oh, it is home security?
Yeah, then they do a little bit of it.
Okay, I'll put them in there then. Okay, so I think defense stocks are going to be big. What are we looking at with that? I guess you got to go Boeing, you got to go Lockheed, you got to go...
Yeah, Raytheon, General Dynamics, maybe.
What's Raytheon? Or THN?
RTX, I think.
RTX, okay. I think those are the big boys as far as the defense contracts go. I guess Microsoft you could put in there, right? Because the Jedi contract with Pentagon?
Yeah, I mean, I put them in as like an IT player, but sorry, Raytheon is RTN. I think.
RTN, there. KTOS? What is KTOS? Oh, Palantir. I know Rita likes Palantir.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, but not for second wave.
Oh yeah, yeah. If everybody is doubling down on work from home, that kind of oversight and security is important, isn't it? I would think that's definitely a play.
That's a stretch.
I think if we're
I
gonna
think
put
that-
Zoom on here, you put Palantir on here.
Not the same at all.
Palantir my fear index play.
My thought on Palantir is if the government recognizes that Zoom and Skype are the reality moving forward, they want to know what people are doing, and Palantir gives them that ability to know, right?
Yeah, but government contracts move so slow. Like, it's not. I don't know. I disagree, but that's fine.
I want us to be in some form of general consensus, so I do still see Trump winning. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I think Palantir goes up if we get like excuse me, if we get like riots and stuff again. It's not gonna go because it'll just move up with the whole military sector.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So
we saw that.
Yeah,
during
I'm with
the
you.
Depths of it.
I'm with you for sure. So what you're saying is that you don't like Palantir here, you like Palantir here, because this is essentially
No,
for the riots.
I'm saying, do we think we have to make the extra assumption that people are gonna get wild again?
Yeah, I don't think that's an assumption. I think that's why I have election here as a factor. I think the election is going to factor into people going nutty. Either way, we're going to see all kinds of stuff. Guys, again, just a huge shout out to all the follows and subscriptions. I've got a nonstop bell in my ear here. So anybody that's Prime sub, dropping subs, dropping follows, you guys rock. We are going to keep going. I think either way, there's going to be riots. I think either way, there's going to be increased riots. I don't. Anybody that's under the disillusion that Biden winning is going to be just accepted after the 4-year tantrum that we've been through is nuts. There's no way. There's
Even
no
when Trump
way.
is winning, there are going to be riots.
If Trump wins, it's business as usual. We're just going to keep going. I would say the big factors that I see on the presidential election are this: people that were unemployed under Obama and Biden had a job under Trump, and they remember that. We see the economy recovering, and I think the GDP numbers are going to be big. I think they're going to show that the economy has recovered very, very quickly, where the rest of the world is still floundering. And right now, I'm using a few degen things of Halloween masks and Vegas betting to help me round out my philosophy on it. I think SCOTUS is going to be big. I think Pennsylvania is going to be the swing state to watch. So I think Pennsylvania, Michigan, Ohio are going to be the big ones. And I think Biden shot himself in the foot when he said he's taking down oil. That's my thought. I could not find a beaver costume. I went to 3 Walmarts and there was no beaver costumes. Apparently they're very popular in Canada. Go figure.
Wait, why a beaver costume?
Because it's Stocky had a fox. I should be a beaver. You know what I mean?
God damn it!
Can that not be a bratwurst?
Oh God,
A bratwurst. I think an eagle is the national animal.
I do it.
For Germany,
Why not?
isn't it? Germany is an eagle, isn't it?
Yeah, Germany is.
Yeah.
We have the biggest eagle in the world.
I don't know. America's is huge.
Australia.
Was I in line to be Captain America? No, I just collect Captain America.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
True,
get. That's a
Canadian
huge segue.
economy.
I'm not gonna get into Captain America. I am Canadian, yeah. But I'm not gonna get into Captain America. But let's just say that there is a significant collection of Captain America behind me. Bio stocks. What do I like in bio? I like Abbott. What was that? ABT. You got the major players, so mRNA, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Sanofi.
Are you putting this on an Excel sheet or
Yeah.
Google sheet or something?
Yeah, it's on the drive sheet right now. ACRX, yeah, I really like ACRX.
Really? You should have said.
Why?
Yeah, it's weird. I know it's the first time I've talked
sounds
about
like
it.
Never told us.
Sounds like you're
about
poaching
that.
it for someone else.
Yeah, true.
Are you really
My
planning to
phone
create
shows.
an ETF from this
What?
man? Yes, I am. I don't waste time doing things just for the fun of it. I kind of have this thing about money that I like it. I know that's crazy. You guys out there that are socialists that aren't a big fan of money and like to share it with everybody, that's not me. I'm a capitalist Canadian. I know it's a rare thing, but there she be. It's funny.
Wait.
As soon as I said I like money, there was like 10 more new follows on the channel. Amgen just got a serious lawsuit that they lost with Sanofi and Regeneron. So I like Amgen long term, 5-10 years. I think into this time frame that we're talking about, I'm not a huge fan of them. The only other one that I really want to add into bio here is the ones that are paired to actually create the samples. What was their name? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Thermo Fisher?
No. I think Thermo Fisher should probably be on here. BRTX? BMTX? Yeah, I think TMO should be on here. I am still bullish on iPix, but I'm not going to put that on here. That's an OTC stock. STRM? What's STRM?
Streamline Health Solutions. That one I'm familiar with.
I'm going to go with no on STRM. If I was to put something like that on there, it would be GDRX, which everybody in the room that's got a hard on for that is going to tell me to put GDRX on. You guys are laughing about Kodak, but if Trump wins, I'm going to put parentheses on this, but if Trump wins, Kodak is a play. They are. Trump has made pointedly clear that he is going to pack the national stockpile, and Kodak is the one that it wants to do. The suit doesn't affect them receiving that loan. The suit just affects the CEO getting sued, which I could give two shits about. Yeah, Kodak. If Trump wins, Kodak is a play for sure. I see an anonymous hamster and turtle in here. Somebody else popped in. No, what is the name? This is gonna bug me now. Which company was BNTX? Is that a thing? BNTX. Got it. All right, that's enough for bio. Food delivery stocks. This is restaurants, groceries, alcohol, all of that stuff, guys. All of that's in here. Medical deliveries, any of that stuff. Why Kodak?
Hey,
$730 million loan.
Can you put Sam in there?
For food delivery?
No, I thought we were talking alcohol. You were talking.
No, alcohol delivery is what I was saying. That
okay, well, at
yeah,
some point. Sam.
Yeah, we've got a food and provisions sector, so we'll definitely get Sam in there on that one. Okay, so Waiter, Grubhub. What's the Grubhub ticker? GRHB. Is that right? Grub.
Oh, by the way, Millennial, Epic Games, Ghostbusters, and Blair Witch free games this week.
Yeah, I'm as soon as I'm done working today, I'm gonna get that Ghostbusters and just play the hell out of it.
Nice.
Okay, so Grub, Uber.
What was the European?
Didn't
food delivery
DoorDash get
company
bought?
then?
I thought DoorDash got. Was it DoorDash that bought Postmates or DoorDash? Yeah, it's OTC. It's private. Postmates, I think, was the other one.
Papa John's account in there for you?
Exxon announces 2,000 more job cuts. Yay. Sorry, what was the other ones that we had there, guys?
Papa John's? PZZA?
PZZA? For food delivery?
Yeah, it's Papa John's.
Oh, then we're going to put DPZ there, too.
What
broker is my German fellow using? German fellow.
DGiro.
What do you do?
Hello.
Interactive brokers?
Wait, nope, I don't. I use DGiro.
DeGiro, whatever that is.
But
All of those restaurants,
the
guys,
Netherlands.
Chipotle, McDonald's, Yum, McDonald, Sam, beer, all of that. That'll be later. We're gonna go food and provisions on that. I think that's enough for food delivery. Let's go. I know people want me to put Apron in there, but Apron it just burns money. They constantly are in a net loss. I really don't want to put them in there. I don't think that they're big enough to be relevant like Uber is or Grubhub, and they constantly bleed money. I am not putting Apron in here.
How about DHER?
What is that?
That's the biggest delivery company in Europe.
Is that traded on the US market?
Let's see. Wait,
No.
you don't have European stocks?
No.
No. Monka.
Nope.
Okay.
It's
Well,
not that we
it's
don't like
CMG.
European stocks, but I only trade US, so that does me no good.
Okay.
DMG. Chipotle?
DMG?
Oh.
CMG.
Nope.
Chipotle Mexican Grill.
Yeah, I'll put that under the food and provisions or restaurants when we get down to it. Okay, so real estate. We like Redfin, right? RDFN.
Mm.
I'm not sure we want to put REITs in there, right? What Triton, Canada in the house.
Going through a recession and a lockdown and all that stuff because that's so highly leveraged.
You don't like Redfin?
I don't like real estate as a play for the next 2 quarters. Honestly, I think it's a risky one.
All right,
Just because they're so highly leveraged and the ass is falling out of the market.
That's interesting.
Even home
I say that as
construction?
home improvement, absolutely. But that's
For sure.
consumer discretionary rather than real estate.
Rocket Mortgages. What do you think about that? That one.
Vomit.
Okay, so we got some puke on Rocket. We got some puke on Redfin. I'm gonna cuck real estate then. We're gonna take that out. Now, guys.
Huh?
Okay, so travel and tourism and air are definitely going to be affected, but I think that they aren't to the positive, right? I don't think that like those would be short plays, puts if this was an options portfolio, but we're talking an equity portfolio here, guys. So I think I'm going to stay away from travel and air, unless you guys can think of something that you would see doing well. I don't through winter. I don't really see. I don't think cruise lines will be back up and running, so I don't see that. Do you guys see anything in those sectors? Travel, air, casino, hotels?
Can we do like Holt Group and Toll Brothers?
What are they?
They're real estate. Polt Group I'll go with because I do like them.
What are the tickers?
New homes.
Tickers?
I think it's PHG for Polt.
Okay. And what was the other one? Weed will be legalized state by state, but until they get the class 1 removed on it federally, it doesn't matter. So unless Biden wins, pot doesn't go anywhere because you won't be able to take it state by state, and you won't be able to trade it internationally as a commodity. I think if Biden wins, there's a good chance that you see pot actually become a commodity. I think you could see it traded as a
PHM, not PHG. My bad.
a global commodity. You have enough of Europe and Canada and the US that it could be internationally traded for sure. Polls mean nothing. Polls mean absolutely diddly squat. Unless the polls are showing Biden as a 99% chance to win, I don't buy it. There actually was a really funny political cartoon that came out yesterday that showed a couple of Democrats that are standing at the top of the mountain. They're like, we did it. We did it. We made it. Look at the polls. We're going to win. And then one of the climbers is like pointing to this awkward flag that's next to him that says Hillary was here. So like,
God damn it. It's true.
Yeah. The polls are not indicative of the election. That line that's been used since Nixon for the Republicans of a silent majority is truer now more than ever. The people that are going to vote Trump, for the most part, are not publicly advocating for Trump. I think there is a large silent majority, at least as far as the Electoral College, not popular vote, but the Electoral College, that's going to carry. I think Pennsylvania was the key state to win, and for some reason, Biden decided to open his mouth and say he's going after oil, which is just about the dumbest thing that you can say. Yeah, that I think he, in one sentence, he single-handedly blew his election chances. For those of you that are unaware, the oil industry in the US is kind of a big deal. Kind of a big thing. Any advice on how a 20-year-old can start trading? Start reading and start learning. Watch people that aren't degenerates like me. Go watch people like Martina Rita that knows what she's talking about, and learn from her. She will teach you real things, and do that. Go read great books like Turtle Trader, or go read about how Buffett started his trading. Avoid books like Ray Dalio's Principles. Read. And I know that's a really unpopular answer among retail traders of how do I get good at trading? Read. Learn. Learn how to read an SEC filing.
Oh, we did that.
Yeah, I've got journals all over the place here, guys, that I fill out as I read, and I track my stocks, and I track my trades, and I track what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. Why stay away from Ray Dalio? Because he's Ray Dalio. He's underwhelming, but he pitches himself as the savior of the market. The only one that I would recommend you stay away further from than Ray Dalio would be Davey Day Trader. The Turtle book, Turtle Trading. Just type in Turtle Trading and the book will show up.
Turtle Traders.
Am I a full-time trader? I'm working towards becoming a full-time trader. I started a trading portfolio in January with 2,200 US, 3 grand Canadian in it. Currently, my portfolio is 24,000 US. So I've seen about a 1,200% gain on the year. I'm hoping to finish north of 50,000 in the portfolio by end of year. So it's been a decent first year. I will qualify that with atypical results. Proof for ban? Okay.
True. I saw it.
Total market value currently 21,873 US dollars.
Oh, are you whipping your portfolio out? Let's see.
No, somebody said proof or ban. So I am not one of those traders who's like, I'm not going to show you what I do because, I'm like, there, it's right there. Can't you guys see it? There. 21,877.
What about LLY on your healthcare and bio?
Oh, Lily,
You
yeah,
know
that
more
should be in
about
there.
this than me.
Zoom in. How do I...
Wait, we're comparing sizes? Okay.
How do I make this bigger so you guys can see it? I do
Control Alt scroll.
Control Alt what?
Control Alt and scroll on your mouse.
That's not doing anything.
No? Oh, God,
Just control and scroll.
Control and scroll. Also not doing anything.
Those Canadian keyboards, man, they'll get you.
Yeah, true.
Control and plus? No, that's not doing it either. I love all the hockey. Is that doing it? No, that's not doing it. How about that one?
I was
that
waiting for a chat filled with Alt F4.
Yeah, you know what? I will give everybody in chat kudos right now. Not one person said Alt F4 until you mentioned it. Hold on. I'll get this because transparency for me, guys, is important. Well, I'm not giving financial advice. I would never do that. I do think it's important that I'm transparent and that I'm not just one of those guys out there that's got a paper trading account that's like, look, I know what I'm talking about. I'm still not saying I know what I'm talking about, but okay. So we go here, and now I can zoom.
You can say that when ACRX is at $10.
And we go here, and we go window capture. Okay. All right, there it is. 21,843.
Is Mary Buffett Warren Buffett's wife?
So started with 2,200 US in January, and it's up to 21.8. I do use TD Advanced Desktop for my equity. I use Interactive Brokers for my options. All right, so that's enough about me and my portfolio and my performance. I really want to build out this second wave thing, so let's keep going on this. Focus. So travel, air, casino, hotels. Is there anything that we are seeing in that sector that we think could recover? The only thing I see for Airbus, no, I don't like Airbus. One, because it's an OTC here. Like, you can't trade it. Airbus is still OTC, right? From what I know.
I think so.
I think Boeing is boned. I don't like DraftKings, guys. I don't like this theory that sports is fine and all is well isn't true. Major League Baseball, one of the largest professional leagues in the state, says if they see one more year like this, they're bankrupt. That is not reassuring to me if I'm in the sports gambling. And while esports will save them, bullshit. I call bullshit. It's not options. My options portfolio, I started at the same time. It was 500 Canadian I started with. It is currently 2,000 US. So I've seen some decent gains on that, but not 1,000. I've seen about 400%, I guess, on the year.
Just 400.
That's nothing. Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's like a lot.
I do need to say that
Yeah.
those are atypical results, guys. If you play equity on a 6 to 18 month basis, do not expect to make 1,000 to 1,200% on the year. Those are atypical results.
They are exceptional.
Yeah, I'm up 300%, but this market is crazy.
I do not care about fees, guys. If I take a play and I'm not going to make $7 on it, I shouldn't be taking the play. This idea of like Robinhood is the savior because they got rid of fees is ridiculous to me. Now, if you're somebody like Yura that can make fantastic plays and not have to pay commissions, good on you. But later. Thank you for everybody that is here and has been dipping out because it's slowly bleeding down from 1,400 to 344 viewers. So I'm okay with that. I'm not a memer. Let's get back to it. Restaurant.
DMG.
Cheesecake.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What was it? DMG? BMG.
CMG.
CMG.
Chipotle.
Okay, Chipotle. McDonald's, we won in there. They did quite well. Yum has done quite well. Yum China has done quite well. What was Cheesecake? I don't like Cheesecake because it's a sit-in. It's a dine-in.
TKE, I think, right? No, they do a lot of delivery too right now.
Yeah, but it's got to be QSR. They lose more business than they gain with delivery. It's got to be QSR. Wing? Okay, I'll give you Wing. I don't like Denny's. I don't. Has to be QSR, guys. If you don't know the difference between QSR and FSR, Jaren Riovan, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate that. If you don't know the difference between QSR and FSR, FSR doesn't have a drive-through. You know those places where you go with the family for a nice dinner? Kelsey's, Montana's, The Keg, places like that. Even if they're doing delivery, and a lot of them have said, well, we've decided to start doing delivery. That's of benefit to those delivery stocks we talked about, like Waiter and Grubhub and Uber. But not having a drive-through, it'll be hard for Stocky to raid me more often because he's normally streaming at the same time I am. But yeah, if he wants to dip and send people here, that's fine. But okay, what else do we see? What's missing from here? Starbucks, yeah, I think Starbucks is a good one. What else? Do I put Luckin Coffee in here? Just kidding.
You fucking sorry. Oh, god damn it.
I've got this thing with
Did you
Jack in the
see-
Box where they've got this thing about killing people with their food that I kind of try to avoid.
To be fair, Elon Musk is pumping Jack in the Box at the moment, right?
Shake Shack? Dunkin' Donuts I like. I'm not sure about Shake Shack. They're having a bit of a rough run. Chick-fil-A is not publicly traded.
Wendy's, but I'm not a huge fan of them.
Yeah, they kind of cucked themselves because they tried to run Wendy's breakfast and ended up taking a massive loss. Oh, you know, joke. I'm also Canadian, sadly. No Chick-fil-A. Bad panda. Yeah, I think Shake Shack really boned themselves in a big way.
Right, Duncan is getting privatized, right?
Yeah, I've got them on here.
Wait, they're taking Duncan private again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's an ebb and flow. It's an ebb and
for
flow.
4 billion? Right?
Yeah, and then in 2 years they're going to go public again.
Yeah, crazy.
Where am I at with SPAQ? watching, waiting, holding with anticipation and glee. While I'm doing this, I'm not actually looking at my portfolio to see if I'm broke. I am not broke. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so that's it for restaurants, guys. Okay, cloud plays.
Amazon, Google, Microsoft.
IBM, Microsoft.
Check.
Am I putting Oracle in here?
Oracle, yeah. They do a great job right now. I worked with their tools. They changed so much in the last few months.
I kind of want to put Adobe in here. Yeah.
Yeah. No way. Snow is not.
Yeah,
not good enough.
Snow's in that sector for sure, but I don't think they're going to be a leader.
No. TeamViewer.
Net?
TeamViewer is making so much money. Is it traded in America? God damn it.
Is Net an ETF?
TeamViewer?
Cloudflare. Okay, I'll put that in there.
Cloudflare's nice.
No, not Rocket. Martini, are you on push to talk? I haven't heard from you in a while. You've been kind of quiet.
I think I've been on mute. It's possible. I've been saying stuff.
Why is nobody listening to me?
These assholes keep talking over me.
God damn it. Okay, Rita, what is your
I'm probably going to put AMD in the gaming section.
How about IRM, Iron Mountain? They did fairly well at the beginning of the year.
Is that IRN or IRM? Space launch still hasn't happened. No, we're still waiting on the date. M like Nigeria or M like millennial?
Mike.
The latter, yeah.
Okay, so it's an exceptional company, and we'll put it on there. We'll get to gaming when we get to gaming, guys. I think that's good for cloud. I didn't put Zoom in here because I'm a tool. That definitely
Zoom is fucking ridiculous.
It's more of a mathematical probability.
Okay, education.
What was the new tool called? Blue?
BLU?
GSX? I'm just kidding.
Was it Blue?
How about NNOX?
Chegg. Chegg is there for sure.
Yeah.
Zoom, Chegg. Twilio? What's Twilio? I don't know Twilio. My opinion on Zoom is meh, but I can't deny that the market is using it, so it would be foolish for me.
Twilio's for your cloud.
Oh, it's for cloud? Is it worth? Should it be on there? I don't know it, so I can't.
Am I getting talked seriously by push to talk? Because I was saying Ring Central.
You're cutting out all the time, Rita.
Ring Central? What's the ticker on Ring Central?
RNG.
RNG. That's funny if you're a gamer.
God damn it.
I don't know that anybody wants to invest in RNG. I have the wrong Zoom ticker.
DM.
Okay. Honestly, guys, with education outside of Zoom and Chegg, I don't like anything because it's all that GSX, TSX, RSX, Chinese hustle garbage. Anybody else disagree? Can they think of another valid education stock?
Definitely not my forte.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at Chegg then and move on.
The only one I remember is UTI, but I don't know what
I've got China hustle here as a sector because they typically do well when the US does well, but LRN? What's LRN?
Oh, that's K-12, I think, right?
That's Learn, yeah. Pretty good.
Okay, we'll put LRN in there. Yeah, the timeline would be entry ASAP into a potential Q2. Switch for real estate. You've said that a few times, so let me take a look at it because I'm not sure what that is. It's private. Is there... It is switch... Oh, Switch isn't the ticker. Switch real estate. Let's see what comes up.
Aren't they a REIT?
Oh, if it's an REIT, I want to stay away from it. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from REITs. That's not the kind of real estate. I appreciate that insight. There are a couple of REITs if I was including that I would consider, but I'm not. Lope Grand Canyon University for-profit college.
They didn't like RNG, even though out of all the cloud stocks, they're the ones who increased their revenue the most out of everybody.
What do you mean I didn't like it? It's right there.
I'm not watching.
How rude.
Giving me shit. Okay, oil.
I will always give you shit.
ET, XOM,
BP,
USO.
Shit.
I shouldn't put USO in there.
No.
Total. Why is Overstock tanking? Not a clue. Not a clue. Marathon? What is Marathon? MRO? SU? Yeah, Suncor. EPD and MMP. I don't know those. Chevron? Yeah, CHB. What is EPD?
PSX.
Okay, pipelines. Yeah, I would agree. If Trump gets in, EPD I like. PSX, okay. I saw another one there. KMI. What is KMI?
Under Morgan something.
So this is a pipeline play? Yeah, this is a pipeline play, right? Yeah. Natural gas.
Yeah, gas pipes.
Yeah.
LNG pipelines.
Yeah, I like KMI. RDSA? What is RDSA?
SLB, maybe?
Royal Dutch. I'm not familiar with them, but it looks like a pure play.
It's a British company, Royal Dutch Shell.
Yeah, it looks real. I don't want to play the Canadian side, guys. And I know it sounds funny because I am a Canadian, but I don't trade Canadian side of the market. I don't.
No, we know how crappy our own country companies are.
Yeah. There's just, even if you had a company that you had a choice between, zero liquidity. Nailed it. I love that there's Canadians in here that get it. There's no liquidity. A? Is A a stock? Is that an oil stock? EH? No? Okay. Ha ha ha. Dad joke.
That's Energy Holdings.
I'm so funny. FLSR for solar. What else do we like in solar? I'm putting Tesla in here. You can go fuck yourself if you don't know that that's a solar company now. I'm holding on to my portfolio through the elections. I have built this portfolio all year to profit through the election. SOL is that SOL is an ETF, isn't it?
Sol's no, it's an energy company.
Okay, so Sol, FSEL,
SEDG,
CTG.
I just pop open 10 and look thumb through the companies there. See if you recognize any of them.
VOM.
Vivint has a solar VSLR.
We already have Vivint on here, don't we? I thought we put it in
there's
already.
VVNT and then there's VSLR.
VSLR? Okay.
Yep.
Heck.
Nikola? I mean, they have solar revenue.
God damn it. By the way, my friend didn't say.
Oh my god.
Rita, where's the quack quack? No. Rita, where's the quack quack?
Quack quack quack.
Quack quack, motherfuckers.
What happens if I called the election wrong? My portfolio, guys, doesn't matter. My portfolio doesn't matter who wins the election, I win. That probably needs some explanation because people are going to be looking at me like, what do you mean it's insulated from the election? Okay, so my portfolio consists of SPAQ, Space, ACRX, IPIX, ETM, and Waiter. ETM plays off of the ad dollars from the election. Either way, it doesn't matter who freaking wins. They all spent an obscene amount of money on ad dollars, so ETM wins, in my opinion. ACRX is on the play that hospitals are overcrowded and there's a massive opioid shortage in the States. That's not getting better, that's getting worse. It doesn't matter who wins the election. Space, they're going to announce that they're taking off in a rocket for the first time from New Mexico. Nobody cares whether Trump or Biden wins. They're still taking off from New Mexico. SPAC is on the merger. That's in a couple weeks. The vote's already through. It should be an official thing as of next week, so it doesn't matter. Waiter is on are people ordering food in the southern states, and I think regardless of who wins the election, that's still happening. So you can see what I mean when I say I don't care who wins.
Are
now
we still doing solar?
My options is not the same. Oh, when it comes to the ETF, absolutely this could be affected by elections. So that's what I'm getting at. And this is why when we were making the sectors, this was paired together, oil and solar, because this is literally two sides of the coin. This is Trump win. This is Biden win. Yeah. Solar is in the event that Biden wins.
You should add Enphase Energy Inc. to solar.
What is it?
ENPH.
Enphase. Okay. All right. We're even with the oil play, so I'm going to leave it at that. Now, this one is also a Biden win. Okay? And I mean this, guys. It is a Biden win. Please stay away from your stinking pot stocks if Biden doesn't win. Yeah, ETM's up. ETM's been halted. Redemption, can you check on that for me, please?
What?
ETM just got halted.
It's probably upticked.
It spiked. It's up 25%.
What? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's up 25%. What are my options?
Holy fuck.
Yeah, baby.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Do not know, yes, it is halted.
Remember how I said I like money? I like money.
It's an M code.
Volatility halt?
It spiked so quickly they just halted it? You literally got into ETM this morning?
Yeah, it is. It's a volatility.
Okay, cool. Okay, pot stocks.
ACB. What?
Okay, ACB. It's a thing. ACB, CGC.
I mean, whoever got into ETM recently, like, you didn't have to sit through August and into now. You got into literally the week of. Like, what the fuck?
God damn it.
Yeah, I have options and equity on ETM. I played both sides.
Does Scott's Miracle Grow count as a pot stock in this instance?
Yes, it does.
That's where my money would be going, SMG.
Thank you.
Yep. I wish somebody had told us about that before now. Thanks, Exiled, for bringing that to the table. What's the ticker on that?
SMG.
Has anybody heard Martini in a while? She keeps getting cucked by the push to talk. I bet you Martini would like that Scott's Miracle Grow. I think she'd like that play. I'm glad you brought that up. All credit to Exiled.
Thank you.
Okay, so when did this go into halt?
If anybody hears that tweak of pure joy in Redemption's voice, it's because he and I have been waiting very patiently for this.
August, like.
Very patiently we have been waiting.
Christmas in Canada.
Yeah. Ho ho ho! Christmas came early this year. No, nobody's watching Hertz. I've got this thing with Hertz where I don't watch it.
To give people a time frame, like we were expecting this late Q4, not like now.
Now is fine because this is still going to run late Q4. So
What is ETM?
Intercom.
Oh, we can hear you again. ETM's the Entercom. It's the political ad spend play that Redemption and I are in. Yeah, ACB, CGC, Cron, SMG. CMPS is shrooms. No, I don't care about that. And I hear people having this philosophy of like, yeah, but pot was illegal, so shrooms is on the way. It took 60 years of lobbying to get pot legalized. I do not think that you are going to see a rapid adoption of mushrooms, because that feeds into the exact argument that the opponents of pot had, which is once you open the floodgates, what's next? We're just going to do shrooms, and after that, what about acid? Are we just going to go to acid? Oh yeah, after acid, are we just going to make coke legal? Then we've got babies smoking crack on the street. Like it's too much. Yeah, but Oregon's out to lunch. I lived in Oregon. Oregon is right out to lunch. They are all on mushrooms. Yeah, in my mind, using Colorado, Oregon, and California as indicative of federal policy, I don't think is going to happen. Shrooms is relatively harmless so long as the toxicity isn't lethal. I've actually been hospitalized twice on mushrooms, so there is adverse reactions to mushrooms that you wouldn't get with pot. You can kill yourself on mushrooms. Entirely possible. I almost did it twice. Entercom and FanDuel announced landmark strategic partnership.
Oh, it's sensitive.
Whoa.
I love it.
Makes it kind of hard to be pro mushrooms when I tell you I almost died, huh? No, the toxicity on the mushroom. I grew them from spores, and they were the strongest recreational mushrooms in the world. And then I ate a quarter of them, and I ended up in the hospital. My skin, I looked like a Smurf. I was purple from head to toe. It was one wild high, though, man. Let me tell you.
That's what they
Grateful
all
Dead
say.
never sounded so good.
They were called purple halos. They were spores that I had ordered through UPS from Hawaii. It was quite the trip, let me tell you.
Purple halos. A name like that should put you in the hospital.
I woke up. I guess it was about a week and a half later in the hospital. Happy to be alive, but not quite sure what had happened. Okay, guys, we are going to take a momentary pause on the strategy while I watch my tendies grow.
I'm actually, holy shit. We are about to hit my target actually at 250.
On what?
ETM.
Oh.
My $4 calls are doing all right.
Watch it with your folks. Animosity.
This doesn't even the market maker doesn't even know what to price the the IV at for this.
See, and that's just the thing. People are going to run on this today, and it'll do what it does. But if this goes to $4, fantastic. I'll get out.
You guys get to see this live. Okay, so
Yeah.
215. That is a gold 210, 215. That's where Goldman Sachs is sitting at right now.
Yeah, this is not, guys. So this is the difference between a day trader and a swing trader. A day trader right now would probably be locking in profits. They'd be exiting 3/4 of the position, taking the profits, and letting the rest ride. For me, I don't care. I have a price target and a timeline on this. They don't even have their numbers out yet from their ad dollars. This is on one headline. This is retail traders hopping in. So if it can retain any of these gains, fantastic. But I think the numbers on their ad spend through one of the largest spending elections in the history of the United States of America is just going to drive this price even higher.
This thing is pushing the Goldman algorithm out of the way.
Now, and I will say this, that doesn't mean I'm not happy because I do like money. So this is great. I'm a big fan of money. I think this just turned my portfolio. Yeah, I'm up 5% on the day just from this.
Nice.
I'm up just under 3 just from this.
You were down 12%.
Yep. Yeah.
Literally, like
Waiter and SPAC are what's dragging my portfolio down right now is phenomenal. I've got 2,000 shares of ETM. No, I'm not getting. Yeah, I'm not. In my mind, why would I exit now? This news is just saying that they've got a great deal coming down the pipeline that we weren't expecting, right? That doesn't
this is
change
just
my
cherry
FA
on
on the
top.
play at all. This is gravy, and like a shit ton of gravy. We're talking like an entire Thanksgiving dinner's worth of gravy for a family
This is like
my size of like 10
this
people.
is like Michael Burry playing next gen consoles, and then it's like Microsoft announces deal
Yeah.
with GameStop.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, the play for me is earnings, and that's the play that I'm going to play. This is the beauty of being an FA trader. Of like, was this the news that I was expecting? No? Well, that's cool. Like, great. I'll take more good news. Sure.
I'd be a fool to say no.
I'm just going to watch this for a minute or two more, guys. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if it can keep it up. It looks like the sell from Goldman did hit it at 215.
yeah, it's brushing up against it right now. It's at $2 and it's at $2 and up to 215 right now. Where's that article? The one about ETM and the partnership? Was it Fandango?
No, it was FanDuel.
FanDuel, okay.
6-year partnership. Online sports and entertainment company, official sportsbook partner of Entercom. So the reason why FanDuel is a big deal, guys, is because Entercom actually does a lot of live sports broadcasting. So for the sports gambling into this is going to be a thing. What did SPY do prior to the 2016 election? Any similarities to be expected tomorrow through next Tuesday? There's a big difference on this election because people are not sure which sectors to go into. With Clinton and Trump, as much as they were seemingly opposed, everybody was pretty certain that Hillary was just going to take it. So everybody just bet on Hillary and people got cucked. So it's kind of impossible to say. This time people are a little. What does FA Trader stand for? It is a fundamental analysis of stock. So I trade on news. Can I explain how I know GS is selling? It's a secondary, or is it tertiary? Is it third level or second?
Level 3.
Level 3s. So I can't see squat. I know a guy that knows a guy that has a friend that knows a guy that is so far disconnected that nobody could ever possibly know where the information comes from that tells us where and when things happen. And he doesn't tell us what to do with that information. He just tells us what the information is. And in no way can I possibly implicate or say where that knowledge is coming from. So screw you, FBI.
Oh my god. I have no part in this.
Screw you, FBI.
Where can you find info to learn FA trading? Okay, if you guys want to learn how to FA trade, you need to go check out Martini Rita.
Thank you.
Who's that?
Who's
Plug
that?
it in, plug it
Okay.
in.
I am an FA
She
trader,
doesn't talk
guys,
very
and I'm here every day. But the reality is, it's very hard to replicate what I do because a lot of the FA that I do, people look at like most people look at my portfolio would say this is absolute dog shit, and they wouldn't be wrong. But I trade dog shit. Martini actually does really solid FA trading, where she trades stocks that are of value and does long-term stuff. So,
I do
yeah.
long-term stuff because then you can sit on your ass.
Yeah,
It's much
she-
better than whatever these cucks do.
And she'll teach you stop losses and how to read SEC filings properly. For me, I just read SEC filings to find money. Martini Rita. Let's see if I can give you guys the YouTube.
Do exclamation point SO.
I did that. It didn't do anything. Martini Rita. That's not you.
Let me go to yours. Just put twitch.tv. I'll do it.
Oh, I'm going to send them
I
to
think
your YouTube.
Mr. Mafia's got it.
Oh yeah. So Mr. Mafia's link there, guys. That's on Twitch. Or her YouTube channel is actually going to be a lot more helpful to you guys. And you'll actually be able to see the exact same ETF that we're building now. We did this for Q1 using Maslow's hierarchy, and not to toot our own horns, but it was pretty much entirely correct.
This might be in pertinence with your technology plays. PSTG. It is pure storage. It's a public company headquartered in blah blah. No one cares. It develops all flash data storage hardware and software products.
Okay, guys, I need to water, bathroom, and come back, and we will talk about streaming services when I get back. Okay, so just give me 2 seconds here.
Want me to babysit your stream?
Yeah, you guys can hang out and babysit. They can hear you anyway, so you can do whatever you want. But I will be right back. I've got 2 kids downstairs that need me to homeschool them for like 2 minutes, so I'll be right back.
PSTG. What you know about them?
So somebody asked. We do have a Discord channel. Well, Millennial's been using mine, so you're welcome to come to mine. I'll get you. Can someone get them an invite? I'm on my mobile.
There you go.
What are some unbiased news sources? Oh, that's a rough one. I would say FT,
The
which
tape.
is Financial Times. The tape, yeah, that's a good point.
Wall Street
That's
Journal.
also a good point. Like, I can't even read Bloomberg anymore. I've discovered that they've gone full.
That link's expired, Rita.
Which one for what?
In his thing for
I
this
thought
Discord.
Exile just popped one in there.
Really?
Did he?
Okay, well let's.
Yeah, Exile just popped one.
Exile put one in? Does that one work that Exile put in?
Of course it does.
I was gonna say,
Fast.
I don't think he would post if it didn't work. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Hey, maybe.
Yeah, his is good for 24 hours.
God damn. Okay, I see you reacting to my messages, but can you reply to
It's
them?
just mainstream media. Look, they have no record, right? So they've got no accountability for what they say. So they can say for 3 years, the sky is falling, and you read it and you're concerned, and then the day that it hits, they're like, yeah, we talked about this just a month ago. And it's like, okay. Well, that was great.
They rinse and repeat the same story over and over until it lands, and then they're like, we called it! We predicted the future! You were calling this shit 3 years ago. What the fuck?
Honestly, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of people to listen to. You just gotta do your due diligence.
What's that?
The most money made this year is the filings. Just and they're such a pain in the butt. They really are. But you learn stuff that nobody else, even people who are watching really closely, because nobody wants to do it. Look, they're like 300 pages of crap, right?
I need to sit in on when y'all read those.
Like, for example, everyone thinks like the Nikola lockup is coming. If you read a lot of articles before recently, they were talking about December 3rd, middle of December. But when you go in and you actually read the 25 pages and get to what everyone's saying, you realize it's November 30th and December 1st. 14% of the shares are going to get unlocked. And, well, we'll see what happens, but
I just liked how you called that Nikola was a sham like months before anybody even started talking about it.
Well, Exile did too, but it was. There's obvious signs of dog shit. Look here. You know where outperformance comes from? Outperformance comes from avoiding. It doesn't come from picking the winners. That's what everyone thinks, right? Outperformance, statistically speaking, comes from avoiding dog shit in your portfolio. So that's obviously where you should concentrate your efforts, is just, they're tricks that I see, you know? It's like, and everyone has an excuse. Like the argument I had on Twitter fucking yesterday about SPAQ or whatever. They're like, nobody's saying that the business isn't cash intensive. You know, we just approved, I don't know, 3 times the current share count. So you're telling me this new company only has 3 billion shares. I mean, sorry, 290 million shares was the undiluted share count, if all the warrants and everything else was exercised, right?
Are we talking Nikola?
And then we're talking SPAQ.
Okay.
And then, you know, I go in there because Millennial was asking a question, and then I got into a deep dark hole of noticing the shenanigans that are happening. And then part of the proxy thing is not just voting on the business combination, but they also got approval for 2 to 3 times the share count. So there's 900 million shares going to come out. Do you know how much that is? At $10 a pop, you're talking an extra $9 billion in capital that they're going to dilute current shareholders. And they're like, oh, well, they're going to think about dilution and be sensitive to the stock price. And they're going to totally think about that. Yeah, okay. You know, it's just, they're taking advantage of you. There's a game being played. There is a game being played around you. You know what finance people are good at? Stop idolizing them, because they're not good they're good at making money, but their principal focus, the only thing that they are concerned with, is separating you from your money. And they do that because you're not willing to sit there and read that there's 900 million fucking shares coming onto the market, and your $10 that you put in SPAC is going to be worth shit. And fine, it's going to be fine for 4 months until everyone realizes. But then all of a sudden someone realizes, and then bam, there goes the stock price.
So first of all, not okay, Karen. I appreciate you guys being new here. If you don't know who Rita is, there's a reason why you should be listening. Super smart lady, okay? She actually read the SEC filings. If you don't know how to read an SEC filing, you definitely want to be listening, because this is not her pulling numbers and conjecture out. This is a real thing. Now, she's not saying there isn't money to be made either. So you have to hear what she's saying, guys. She's saying there's a shell game happening, which is exactly what I am playing on SPAC, is the shell game, okay? So hear what she's saying. At no point did she say there's not potentially money to be made in this. Either way, playing it up, playing it down. What she's saying is, here are the facts from the SEC filing. Now you guys do whatever you want with those. She's not saying if you're a bull, you're wrong, or if you're a bear, you're wrong. You can make money either way. GameStop was a complete piece of dog shit, and I made money on equity, on puts, and on calls from the same play. You can make money 1,000 different ways with the information that you have. What I really appreciate with Martini's time that she spends in going into those SEC filings is she gives you the knowledge that you need to make an informed decision, instead of getting caught with your pants down, bending over, and biting down on the pillow because it's coming in raw. You know what I mean? So give it that appreciation. There shouldn't be an okay Karen. It's a moment to educate yourself as a trader and move past that Robin Hood level of thinking of stock go up, me good, me buy, stock go down, this bad, me no good, okay? Yeah, it's definitely more like thanks Karen, less like okay Karen, but definitely not Karen, because Karen's a nutty bastard. Yeah, it definitely is a Warren Buffett thing.
Everybody told me the same thing on Nikola. Where is it now? CEO left.
And you could make money on
Everyone's fucking sitting there.
Yeah,
you guys are just lucky.
Money.
You guys are just lucky that Rita's not petty and she's not like dunking on you guys, saying that, you know, so how's your position doing every single day?
It's important, guys, and that's really what we're trying to accomplish is here. We just want to help you guys understand what's happening so that nobody's caught unaware, right? And this is something to the discredit of places like Wall Street Bets, where you're not going to get that. It's just the retailers that are in there that are like, let's put money in here all together and do something that's perfectly illegal, but we're doing it because it's Reddit and the SEC doesn't really know how to lock this down yet, so we were allowed to do it. Like, know what you're doing, guys. I think it's important, and there is value to the knowledge. Okay.
Look, you can have a fucking opinion when you're here 2 decades later, and I've gone through all the shit that you guys have gone through. I've done short-term trading. I've done it all. I don't make as much money. It's pointless.
No.
You get lucky. You get lucky for like a year or two, and you think you're God, and fine.
Yeah.
You did more returns for 1 year than everybody else. That's fine.
I've never blown up an
I'll tell you
account.
one thing, what happens is
No.
all these strategies and whatever, they end up not working for more than 2-3 years. And especially when VIX is over 20. Go look at VIX. Is VIX ever over 20 for more than a year?
No.
Nope. I cannot fucking wait until VIX drops below 20.
So
There
one
is
thing
no
here, guys, that
volatility
you have
left.
to note is I've been in this since January. If you guys are listening to me, you shouldn't be. There is a reason why I listen to people like Martini and Exiled, because they've been doing this. There's longevity. Now,
Good morning.
I like to shift quickly.
Morning.
When I have a strategy and I don't see it working anymore, I go, great, I made money on that. Let me come up with a new idea, which is something that Martini actually taught me to do. Is that I'm one of those rare white mooses from Canada that can have another good idea. It's not like I had one good idea and then I need to retire. Rita does have YouTube videos. Yep. She has all kinds of phenomenal YouTube videos. I highly recommend you check her out. But there is always another idea. There's another way to make money. What does a good idea look like? That's exactly what we're working on right now, and I'm glad to get back to it here. So I'm going to eat burritos,
for example.
but what we are doing with this ETF right here, this is what we're talking about. This is how an FA trader builds out a concept and starts trading. Okay, so what we are doing right now is we are building out a second wave coronavirus ETF.
I think the Robinhooders caught the news with the ETM right now. We're dancing right above that 215 algorithm.
All right,
we need to close. We need to close above that.
ETM's doing great, and it's fantastic.
Why don't we I don't mean to take over your stream, but we
SEC
keep talking
filings?
about SEC filings. Why don't we just go to one real quick, just so how they know how to navigate there? Maybe?
Okay, so SEC.gov, guys, or you can just type Edgar into Google. It's right there. SEC.gov, Edgar Company Filings.
Now go slow, you clicky person. Jesus
Don't
Christ.
call me Clicky.
Clicker
Snappy.
McClickerson.
Quack quack.
Clicky McClicky face.
Because she's not talking about she's not talking about trading on an hour or a swing play. Anyway, she's talking about successful long-term trading.
Buying and holding and playing video games all day.
Oh, keep in mind for you ETMers, I don't think it's next week. I think it's the preceding week afterwards. But ETM has earnings on that week, so on the here it's on the 6th.
ETM's great, guys. I see it. It's mooning. It's there. I've got a $4 price target on it, so it's halfway there. SEC filings. Here it is, guys. SPAQ. We'll throw SPAQ in here. Pops it up. Here's all the filings that they have. They're 8Ks. They did drop an 8K and a 10Q today. So
just open up the 10Q. So 10Q is every quarter. And I'll just show the example that I used. So open that one, top one. I'm on a delay, so you're gonna have to forgive me.
That's okay.
So if you just look at the votes, if you go down, I think this is the vote, right? Or is that the 8K? It's probably the 8K.
That's the 8K that has the vote.
Yeah.
But here's the balance sheets, guys.
Something yesterday.
You don't have to read much. You just have to see, go to the income sheet, right?
Cash in hand.
Or assets are good to know how much cash in hand. Is that in thousands?
Yeah. So these are always in thousands. So that's 569 million. Total liabilities. that's a good thing for those of you that don't do accounting. When you have more assets and liabilities, that's good news. It's a good thing.
Yes.
Right, but then you go to the Fisker tweet where he's like, "We'll have 1 billion," and then you go look at the 10Q and you're like, "Where's the 1 billion?" 164 million in cash. Okay, weird, inconsistent. So go to the vote and you can see how many shares they're printing. They're gonna print. And fine, yeah, a share can go from authorized to issued, fine. But you know that there's a $9 billion dilution coming. Which, considering that the total market cap is only 2, that's a significant amount.
There's been no headline. There's been no PR. So just because they filed with the SEC doesn't mean that there's been PR on the vote.
So if you go down, they'll tell you what was voted for, right?
Yeah. So
you'll
proposal 1.
see everything. I think it's proposal 3 no, authorized share charter proposal, and you're like, okay, so you're gonna print some more shares. Look at that.
From 20,000 to 150.
In the number. There
Jeez.
you go.
20 million to 150 million.
So imagine you had a piece of pie, right? And that pie represented the company, right? You have, let's say, 2 slices out of that whole pizza out of 10, right? And it's not the exact math, but it's just to do an example, right? And they said, okay, so you have 2 slices of this company, and everyone else, millennial, exiled, everyone else is sitting there, and they all have pieces of this pie, and redemption, so that way we have a good amount, right? Everyone has their 2 slices. So now what we're going to do is now you're making me hungry. Okay?
Oh, that looks good.
Donde
Can you
esta
put that
pizza?
into paint? Can you put that into paint?
No, I'll just you can use your
Control
imagination.
S, Control Windows S, and then
Don't
frame it.
Microsoft guy tell me what. Here's a pizza, guys.
You're
See how
so
there's 8
basic.
slices?
You're so
Pizza
basic.
time.
8 slices here. Hey, look at this. Now there's more than 8 slices in another one of these pizza pictures.
Hey, that's the exact same pizza I photoshopped.
Yeah, I was about to say that picture looks very familiar.
So no, this isn't a stock split. This is showing you how dilution happens, right? So now this pizza represents the company, right? So I'm just going to show up with extra slices of pepperoni pizza. And instead of taking away your ownership in the company, all I'm going to do is put extra slices into the pizza. Now you own not a quarter of the company. Now you own 1/8 of the company because you put in more slices. That's what they're doing to you, is they're printing up more shares, and they're not just putting in 2 slices or being cautious and putting in 1 slice. They are literally putting in half a fucking pizza or
They're
more.
fucking
No.
you.
It's like
no, it's 2 more pizzas. They're adding 2 more pizzas.
They're adding 2 more pizzas. So whereas you used to own a quarter of the company, now you own like 1/10 or 1/15. I don't know. Somebody has to do the math. I don't really care.
I'm not doing
25
that.
divided by 2.
Let's keep it basic. You see that pizza with 8 slices? They shoved 2 more pizzas in there. So now you have 24 slices of pizza where there used to be 8. That's it. Now, if people are still willing to pay for all of those slices of pizza, it's a valuable pizza. But if they're not, what you've got is dilution and the price goes down. That's the basic answer, right? Yep. Yep. It definitely it plays with what you own in a massive way. It really does. But what I'm playing, so you have to understand, guys, and this is why people are like, well, I'm bearish on it, I'm bullish on it. The people that are bearish on this and are saying, I don't see value in the company 5 years from now, 8 years from now, 10 years from now. I never said I did either. Right? I never said I did either. What I'm trading is the market psychology of people that don't read these SEC filings, that call out people like Martini that do and say, ha ha ha, you're so silly. You're so silly, ha ha ha. And it's like, okay, but people like Martini know that you guys are going to buy this up as soon as that good news headline drops of, we've got $1 billion and we're merged now. It will buy up. Let's pull up the chart on Nicola here to show you exactly how this works as far as market psychology and retail traders, okay? So we'll go to the big sheet, okay? Damn, look at Nicola. Freaking, or ETM.
Oh,
Yeah,
so close
that's
to
exactly. So, Mr. Mafia, I can tell that you're starting to get this because that's exactly it. Wouldn't there be opportunity to short this as well? Abso-freaking-lutely there would be, without a doubt. But you have to understand what's going on. So here's Nicola, right? Oh, here's the news that they're going to merge. Here's the date of the merger. Here's the following Monday. Okay, you see what's happening here? It went all the way up to 90. This is where Cybot had a buddy who had this, and it was like, he should probably get out. He's like, no, I'm going to hold it. It's going to go to 1,000, like whatever. Okay. And then it drops. And then people start to realize, oh crap, we don't have something. And then it keeps happening. And then it keeps happening.
Can I tell you the dates of the huge share dilutions? Because I know them by heart.
Yep.
June 17th, Worthington dumps 170 million shares because their lockup is done.
So you see it came from up here on the 16th down to here on the 17th. And now there was a small recovery and a buyout, but it came down to here.
So to move 170 million shares takes about a month, okay? Because when you move in that, like when you guys go and sell your stuff, you get instant fills, okay? But when you're talking millions of shares, it doesn't happen over a day, right? It's called an iceberg order, and basically it goes out there and it gets this giant order, and it lasts over multiple weeks, and it picks it up in chunks in what it can assume the stock can handle. And as the price goes down, it goes slower and drips it out like a drip feed. Okay? Weird. Okay,
so that's probably
now,
where that initial drop happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the outplay from the 17th to about here is where that happened. Now, the next one.
August 1st, the pipe, the 30 and 90 days pipe starts to happen, right?
Okay, August 1st, here we go. Right in here.
And see, that coincided with GM. When was the GM announcement?
So they paired this sell-off with the news from GM pairing with them, which peaked here.
So that's the thing that you need to understand is that's why you're watching all of it, right? They're not hard and fast rules. You need to think of the demand and supply side, right? So supply is they're printing out shares. Demand is there enough good news to play you into buying it? Right? Is the news good enough to play you into buying it? And GM partnering with them is what they did, right? They parlayed partnerships to legitimize them.
And then we all know what happened to Nicola.
Then, what was it? September 3rd, the 90-day lockup expires. Where's that?
There. So yeah, about a week after, you see this dip where it actually gets out, right?
So 2 out of 3 dips, about a week or two later, they start to really dive.
And the only thing that saved them from this dip was pairing with a tier 1 automotive producer in the US, which is not going to happen.
So now, November 30th and December 1st is coming up, which means that's another 100 million shares that are coming out because that's the Milton lockup and the rest of the pipe. PIPE is private investment in public equity. So these are people that provide a bridge for somebody to go from the private market to the public market, right? To reduce volatility. That's what they do.
You don't need to apologize. That's what this is about. This is about teaching people how to do this better. I don't care about the ETF that we're building hypothetically. I'm around all day, every day. Martini's around, Exile's around. We don't need to necessarily build that on stream. So long as you guys are actually learning this is worth the time.
I thought we were done with that. My bad. I wouldn't have ranted.
No, we got a ton of other stuff to do, but we still have a pile of sectors to burn through here. But yeah, that's this in a nutshell, guys. So I see a lot of really good things that show me that you guys are kind of understanding what's happening, because some of you are saying, oh, well, that means that if I wait, excuse me, if I wait for that buy up to happen on the Fisker merger, I could potentially take puts at a really high level as it's going up against the retailers for the end of November, and that could potentially play out, right? At least what I'm seeing there, guys, is I'm not advocating that as a position, but what I am saying is it's really encouraging to see that you guys are coming to that conclusion without us saying that, right? So you guys came to that conclusion on your own based off of what we were sharing with you of, oh, we understand a bit better now what the company is doing, right? Never, ever, ever assume there's not a man behind the curtain pulling the strings. If you can't see the man behind the curtain pulling the strings, it's because you're the puppet. Okay? That's how that works. Every time. If you don't see the shell game being played, it's because you're the one being played.
Now, it's okay to see that shell game and front run it, right?
Yeah.
That's what you can do in the beginning of this. If your time period is a month, it's absolutely valid to long Nikola. But if you're sitting here thinking that this thing is going to turn into the next Tesla, yeah, whatever. I'll eat a sock if this turns into the next Tesla.
Agreed.
In 10 years, I will literally come back on here. I will live stream. I will put oil on it and salt and eat it like a fucking salad.
Trust me, AJ's been trying to find a way to put a sock in that mouth for years, and it will just never happen because she's right. What does Martini think about my portfolio? I can certifiably say that Martini thinks that my portfolio is absolute dog shit. But she will also qualify that with it's profitable dog shit. So what are you gonna do?
Oh yeah,
I believe exceptional.
You come up to me. Oh my god.
Is what
you come up to me and you say you made 2,000%. Okay, whatever. I'm wrong, obviously. That's fine. But 99% of you aren't gonna make 2,000%.
Yeah.
You'd have to be a mathematical improbability.
Yeah, guys, that's what I'm saying. Like these are not typical results. Do not expect to grow your equity portfolio that much. How does Martini feel about our ACRX? I'll tell you, at first, Martini was not a huge fan of the concept.
I may have an ass ton of it.
Martini's holding may make mine look infinitesimal by comparison. Just saying, hypothetically. Okay, let's get back to this though. I think that was a good segue. Let's go back into, now that we understand what's going on, that's why we're breaking down this ETF the way that we are, guys. You'll see that I started with, okay, what are the puppet masters? Who are the people behind the curtains that are pulling the string? That's essentially where these factors come into play of like, what are the things that are going to move the market one way or the other? Great. Now that we've got that, what sectors does that affect? Great. Of those sectors, what are the stocks that we want to take a look at? Once we make this huge, massive list of stocks, this is not the final ETF. We're just going to take all of these tickers that we've got here, and we're going to go, which ones of these do we genuinely think are going to perform? Maybe if we have 8 at the end of all of this, we've got something. You know what I mean? There will be a VOD. It will be on YouTube. You will be able to watch the replay here. I will run a replay on the day, and you will be able to catch what's happening next. Gossfather, Brexit is a thing for sure, but not here.
Goss? Hey, Gossfather.
Goss is one of my favorite Brits. I can't say my favorite because we've got... what is this?
Exiled is not British. He's Australian.
No, he's not. You're a convict?
Fuck no.
How dare you, madam? You can never accuse a Brit of being a convict. That never goes well.
Convict.
All right, streaming.
Music.
Akon.
Netflix.
Diz, Netflix. Anything else that we like in streaming for content?
Is Pornhub publicly traded yet?
Viacom. No,
not yet.
I wish that there were more sin stocks publicly traded. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Not in the
Straight money.
Sorry, there's too many American sensitivities from the pilgrimage, right? Why is Disney dying so much right now? Because despite what people think, when you say Disney, people in their mind go, "Oh, Disney, they make the Marvel movies and the Star Wars movies and they're gangbusters and they make a lot of money." The reality is the majority of Disney's income is actually from their parks and their tourism.
Yep.
And right now, they are just dying. And so the Disney Plus numbers that come out are like, "Yay, Disney Plus." However, Disney Plus is a drop in the bucket compared to what they're losing from their parks. So expect to see. So here's again, guys, where if you understand the bigger picture, Disney over the next 2 weeks. Anybody want to guess where it goes, up or down?
Down.
Oh, somebody said down. I disagree.
I was about to.
I go up. Mandalorian.
Mandalorian tomorrow. Goes up. Yeah. Yeah. I immediately saw how people changed where they're like, no, I think that's insular of the market. I think nobody gives two craps into Friday what Trump says, what Pelosi says. This is the way. I have spoken. Disney goes up because Baby Yoda is back.
And people could just be sick and tired of politics, so they're going to put their money where they're going to be watching that weekend. Mandalorian.
I bet you more people watch The Mandalorian on Netflix than will watch the debate on the night, or watch the elections on the night.
Netflix, Mandalorian on Netflix. You mean Disney?
Disney. Sorry, more people will watch the viewers on Mandalorian. The first episode will be better than the people watching the election live.
I haven't seen a critical mistake.
Is that
like
not
that
priced
since...
in? Sorry, with FA guys, this priced in thing, it's one of the bane of my existence. Priced in. It's not priced in because the attention span.
Priced in. I'm sorry.
The attention span of the current retail trader in the market is a little bit more than a goldfish. If it's not in the week, they're not aware of it. And right now, with so many earnings, the only thing retail traders are talking about in this moment is Facebook, Apple, Google tonight. That's all they care about. That's all they're watching. They have completely forgotten the Mandalorian is dropping on Friday. They're just not there. They are focused literally on what is 2 inches in front of them, and we are talking about a play that is 6 feet out. Meanwhile, the rest of us in this chat are playing the play that is a mile away. Martini's playing, the next city over. This is the way. I have spoken.
No, I'm in Antarctica. I don't know what you're talking about.
She's in the next continent, brother.
I'm in Antarctica playing climate change, okay? That's where I'm
all in penguins.
For streaming,
all in
for
water.
example, you could add PIO or KDE.
Yeah, so can retail move
Or
Disney
even
that much?
Discovery.
Absolutely. Because here's what happens. Retail traders on something like Robinhood pile into the options, right? And when that positive action on the options shows up, all of a sudden the institutions start to go, well, maybe there is some more money that we can squeeze out of this. And they start to buy up a little bit. And then everybody else goes, oh, look, the institutions are buying. We should buy too. And now you've got this massive wave that was started by the retail traders moving in flock, right? How scary is a single sheep? Not. One sheep is a dumb animal that nobody's really afraid of. How about 1,000 sheep running at you? That's a scary thing. Anybody from Australia will tell you 1,000 sheep running at you is a scary thing. So it's not that institutions are following retail, it's that institutions are capitalizing on retail. A 1,000 sheep running at you is an awesome fantasy.
You want to know about that game? I don't want to. Okay, I'm not going to rant. So.
Yeah, don't rant. Stay off it. Gaming.
Fine.
Gaming stocks. What do we like?
Take-Two.
Take-Two?
I don't know. What's their release schedule?
Tencent.
Well, Cyberpunk just got just got pushed back, so that's.
Hey, CD Projekt Red would be.
Oh, dude, I'm pissed about Cyberpunk being pushed back. If it goes to 2021, I'm gonna be mad.
You think you're pissed, dude? I took time off at my company 3 times for Cyberpunk. Every time they delayed it back, and now I can't take any time off anymore.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I can't play the game.
I'm still laughing about that idiot that thought that Take-Two is a great play because Cyberpunk 2077 is going to come out and it's going to propel Take-Two to the stratosphere.
God damn it.
Project Red is OTGOY.
I think this
we're not-
person. I think this
it's-
person's a
it's-
genius.
Yeah,
you know?
CD Projekt Red is OTC, guys. So we're not going to put Nintendo on here. We're not going to put CD Projekt Red on here.
Activision.
Crypto, I already
Yeah,
used
it's
my
already on
1
there.
month of
No.
vacation.
Oh, Nintendo, come on.
Nope.
It's
Nope,
the
nope.
only.
Martini,
No.
somebody
Just-
wise once told me when you're developing a strategy and you change one thing, it becomes a
Put Nintendo
completely
in there.
different strategy.
No,
Look at that chart.
millennial, put Nintendo in there.
I
God
am
damn
not.
What
it.
about
I am
OTC?
not putting Nintendo in.
Where's
Did you-
Nintendo's
no,
ticker?
No, look
What's
at
the
the stock
ticker?
when.
Fuck
No,
all the other
Nintendo.
tickers. Nintendo. Look
Nintendo.
at
Only
it.
Nintendo. Oh my god.
Think about all the women stuck at home
Yeah,
playing. What is that
millennial.
little?
No, stop moving your fucking head. Sorry, and
That
do
cooking game.
Put Nintendo in there, dude.
No, I'm not putting Tencent in there.
Can
I'm
I
not putting
swear in
Nintendo
your
in
fo-
here. I'm
on
not
your
putting
stream?
Airbus in here. I'm not
You
putting
can't
OT
trade
stocks
options
in here.
on Nintendo.
Okay, then put Corsair in there.
Damn.
Okay, Corsair. Yeah, that's a plus.
Corsair, I
They
agree
even
with.
have dividend. Millennial.
They do.
Wait, Nintendo has dividend?
Yeah,
They
go
don't?
look at it.
Why?
I don't know.
It's
Not what
OTC,
you'd
breaks the
call a huge-
rule, it's not going in.
Oh my god.
Microsoft
It's
we already have.
Nintendo.
What's Logitech's?
Nintendo is a good buy.
Logitech is my play for the Q4 through Q1.
What is it?
So I really like
Logi?
LOGI.
I'm not. It's not me about. It's not about me arguing whether it's a good play. I'm not arguing that it's a bad play. What I'm arguing is we set out as a rule that we would not include OTC stocks in this lineup. Now, at the end of the day, if you guys decide to say, "Screw you, millennial, I like what you did here, but I'm going to add Nintendo in," power to you. That's the beauty of having a free market, and you can do whatever the hell you want.
Market system.
Wait, is it a Google's? Are you using Google for your Excel sheet there?
I am. Yeah.
Google Sheet or
Oh my
I can
god.
get you hooked up
Rita,
with
Rita,
Microsoft for the logo.
Rita,
if you
change
like.
it. You have admin rights, right? You
Oh,
just put
no.
Nintendo in there.
It's fishy.
I'm
I'm gonna
kidding.
mess with it.
I'm kidding.
Facebook for Oculus? No.
No, Facebook is so bad at the moment.
Apple is a gaming play. I'd rather put that in tech, I think.
Hmm.
I do have
That was
AMD
just
in
EA.
NVIDIA here. Do we want to put Micron in here? Do you want MU in here?
I would put EA in there.
God, you're gonna put
Yeah,
Microsoft in there and
Microsoft.
You're not gonna put Nintendo.
Microsoft. Oh, eh.
Microsoft is already here. We had it under cloud.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh shit, CD Projekt Red is down again. Nice.
Google for Stadia.
Oh, yeah, happens.
Yeah.
Policy
That's
with an
hilarious. And Hal, if you were serious about that, I'm happy to talk about Google for Stadia with you. If that was a joke, that was funny. Zynga?
Google Stadia is
Oh yeah,
the worst
Glue I
company
like.
to
Glue is the
invest
mobile
from.
gaming. I like Glue. Zynga, what is Zynga's?
Glue?
Oh, Unity. What's Unity?
Oh my.
What's the
What
ticker?
is
You.
Zynga?
No.
Unity
I
is
know
you.
what Unity is. I'm looking for the ticker.
ZNG.
You.
Zynga
Oh my
is ZNG.
gosh, 106. What the fuck, dude?
Did Unity never drop or?
No, Unity
It
just
just
was
will
on a
not die.
steady climb.
It's a $27 billion market cap now or something crazy like that.
Unreal? What's the ticker for Unreal?
Isn't Unreal a private company?
I think they're private.
Yeah, Activision's here. I've got
That's right.
ATVI.
Yeah, I don't see them.
No,
Yeah,
Unreal is
there's ETM calming down a
private.
little bit. Redemption.
Someone
Unreal is Epic Games.
Epic Games.
knows about Candy Crush. Thank God.
Uh,
God.
King
I'll
Game?
tell you
What
what's
is the
on
company
here. So Nintendo's not on here.
Yeah.
Oh, Glue's on here. It's there. Nintendo's not on here, but GameStop's on.
Isn't
Ah,
Candy
God
Crush
damn it.
EA though?
Points in your channel?
What?
No. Do you have some sort of points in your channel?
Yeah.
Do you do any of that?
Yeah, there's
The
points.
Connect Box.
They don't really.
I need
yeah,
10,000 points to choose Nintendo.
you
Oh
get to
my
add
God,
things to
Rita.
it.
Rita, I
Oh.
don't know if my complaint actually went through, but they added the commas back in IB.
Did you report
I'm
me
so
on
happy.
YouTube? Are you
What?
the ass who reported me on YouTube?
No. I said IB. Their last update actually fixed something. Remember how I was complaining about how they removed the commas off of large numbers? They added it back. I'm like, my God, why? Like
Okay.
I bitched them out nonsensically.
I'm gonna put in
Nice.
everything else here because this is starting to drag out. So other tickers that aren't currently on here, other than Nintendo, that we'd like to see on here. Home Depot, I heard.
Tencent.
That's also
Alibaba.
OTC. No.
God
Oh,
damn it.
Baba. Baba, yeah, we could put Baba on here.
Baba, yeah.
Chewy?
Baba.
Yeah, Chewy.
Chewy,
Okay, I'll give you
yeah.
Chewy. What's
Can you put some of my choices?
is
What was the
FTCH?
egg company again?
Sam.
Sam?
Yep,
Samuel
Sam.
Adams.
Yep.
It's the lipstick effect for men, I think.
Bud.
I think Tupperware has run too far already. Oh yeah, Match is on there for sure. I like Match.com for sure.
What about Bud?
No, Bud hasn't done well through this. Because the only reason you bought Budweiser was because you wanted to be cheap at home with your beer, but see, you're not going out to drink anymore, right?
True.
You're staying at home so you can, because the difference between bar prices and home prices, so you can afford Samuel Adams now, right? Which is cheap craft beer.
Throw DEO
We
on
could
that.
buy Samuel Adams
Yeah,
and short Bud.
I put DEO on there. STD is
no.
going on there too. We already have Grubhub.
Did you Winnebago? What do you think of Winnebago?
I like Thor better.
Okay, well, I'll have that on there too. THO.
Oh yeah, Thor is something else. THO. Home Depot's
put
there.
somewhere?
Costco, yeah, we want Costco on there.
What about Panda's Beyond Meat?
Yeah, I like Beyond. For those of you that don't know, in the news, there's a massive global meat shortage at the moment. Swine flu didn't go away just because we have coronavirus. There's a massive beef shortage across Asia. So poultry and beef are down. Pork is down. Yeah, Beyond Meat is a reality. Whether you like fake meat or not, it's coming.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a thing. Peloton. Okay, so this is an interesting one. I'm not opposed to putting Peloton on here, but if we do, I'm putting Planet Fitness on here too.
If you're gonna do that, you have to put Beyond Meat on there as well.
Beyond's here.
Beyond Meat's already on here.
Oh.
Okay, I have one. I think you put Peloton and why Planet Fitness again? Can you explain that to me?
New year, new you.
Same shit. They give out pizza every Monday.
New year, new you. I think you see all of these small mom and pop gyms that are everywhere die. They do not survive. And anything and everything that's left is like, anybody ever seen the movie Demolition Man?
No.
Back in the day,
Sounds like
Sylvester
biscuits and
Stallone.
gravy.
Best rat burger I ever had. So the premise with that is there is a third
Taco
world
Bell.
war. There's a third. That's right, Taco Bell. There's a third world war, and every restaurant becomes Taco Bell because Taco Bell was the only restaurant to survive the Third World War. So when you say I'm going to Taco Bell and you're poor, you're actually going to a poor Taco Bell. But when the rich people say I'm going to Taco Bell, it's like a 5-star, 3-star, or a 3-star Michelin chef restaurant, right? Planet Fitness is kind of the same thing. It will survive where these mom and pop fitness stores will not. And it will be the last man standing. And as the market recovers, people are going to want to go back, and they're not going to have mom and pop gym. So you better believe they're going to spend the $5 a month and pizza on Fridays. I don't see the meat market recovering, Paper Cup, from a fundamental side. I think we see it persisting. With global population rising and ongoing issues with swine flu, mad cow, just sheer production levels. Is there a public link to the sheet? There is not. I will find. Excuse me. I will find a way to do that. Just share this one sheet. There are other ETFs in here that I don't necessarily want to share publicly. So I will find a way to just share the single sheet with you guys. I don't have a problem doing that. But there are other ones in here that I don't necessarily want to share publicly. All right. Anything else that we think should be in here?
One?
Yep.
Yep. So with the move of everyone to remote work, and people out of employment, I think Fiverr is a big deal.
Yeah.
You saw this during the last recession where right at the tail end, midway through, people started all sorts of new businesses. Yeah, I don't like Upwork as much.
UPS I like. Yeah, UPS and FedEx I like. I think Etsy's at its. I think Etsy's at its peak. Shopify I like. Yeah. PayPal I like.
RR. No, it's FVRR. Millennial.
PayPal I like.
FVRR.
Yep.
No, you have two
why don't I share the other sheets? Okay, so some of these sheets are already expired. So ad spend into Q1 2021. The entry and exit for this is gone, but this was a $20,000 portfolio that's up 25% that I created back in Q. This will be a seasonal one I play every year.
My portfolio up.
Here's one I created for fire season. So this had a 10% win when I retired the portfolio. I'm not going to show you this one because this is one that is private for Martini and I and whoever Martini decides, but that's work that we put in there. Second wave, Claude is somebody that I work with personally, not for financial advice, but just, he's a friend that I'm trying to help teach to do what I do. So that's private. I'm not going to share that. I did create a Biden and Trump portfolios. Currently, the Biden portfolio is green. The Trump portfolio is red, which makes this a phenomenal buy the dip portfolio if you think that Trump is going to win, because this thing's about to moon. And then this is a breakdown of ACRX based off of the savings that they offer hospitals by bed on their PACU units. Yes, that says $473 million. Take out the private stuff, share the rest. I think there's a way to share a single sheet.
Is there?
I think so.
Oh, AMD ran today, huh? I didn't even look at that.
If not, I may put this up. I may put this up as a resource and just move this to its own, or copy it to a new copy to new spreadsheet. Yeah. So this is easy enough. This is easy enough. When we finish, I'll open it to new sheet and I'll put this in there and you guys can look at that. Millennial, are you out of space? I am currently out of space with equity. I will move back in once I get out of SPAC. I have an option on it. I am out of space currently with equity, but where am I putting it? I'm new to the stream. I will put it in Martini's Discord under resources. Do I have cash on the sideline? No. I'm not a sideline cash guy. I appreciate those that are. That's not me. The option's not up that much on space. Nope. It's a $25 call. So it's still too far outside the money. The monthlies, the November monthlies. All right. I think that's it though. Do you guys see anything else that absolutely would want to add to this?
Chewy?
Chewy's here.
Okay.
Let me check my list.
Wait, Coca-Cola's... Oh, wait, no, it's not considered growth.
Okay, so guys, I will make this so that anyone who has this link, Starbucks is going to crush it, in my opinion. That link there will take you to this work, guys. You will not be able to edit it. You will be able to look at it. Yeah, we don't do China hustles. I'm feeling spent at this point, though, guys. I was glad that we were able to break that down. Hopefully, you guys all learned something. I appreciate you guys all kicking around. I guess I should be kind and pass you guys along to another streamer who's going to take me into the end of the day. So let me do that.
And I'm going to be streaming in the evening. I'm going to listen to all the conference calls that are up today. ATBI is up today. What else we got? Google.
Okay.
Big boys there today. Should be a lot of movement.
Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google.
I'm gonna send you boys over to Randcorp. He's a stock streamer. He's number 2 in line. Let's rock his world. For those of you that are sub, Venomous, man, I love seeing staff in here. It's been a long time since I saw staff in here.
I used to be
but
sub to Rand.
pretty pumped. Yeah, I know the Google Finance trick. I had a blast with you guys. I will be back tomorrow morning for Market Open. So, I mean, if you want to open Stocky and I at the same time, I'd love that. But until then, I will catch you guys later. Let's count this down here. We've got 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. You can tell I do math. I'm a basic bitch. I can't even count down from 10. Later, guys. Did I do it right? Clicking the button. I'm having a boomer moment.
Oh,
You're good.
Yep, you're good.
Hosting Randcorp.
I used to be followed the Randcorp way back in the day.
Awkward pause.